these games. Oh, I forgot to look what team this guy Dark is on. We're jumping to game number 1 of this best of 3 for the ESL Cup number 99. This is game number 1 of the round of 32. We're going to be jumping to round of 16 just after this. We have Snoot that's going to be playing it. Leenock is here as well. Namshire, I saw a little bit, and Siegfried is in this tournament as well. So I'm super excited to finally get some games with these guys and get it going. It's going to be the last Open Cup of the year. We'll jump into the game. We'll do some nameplates, name introductions, all that. I am casting by myself. I do not have an observer, so I beg your pardon if it is not up to the standards that you guys are used to living in. I just can't do it. I can't do it by myself. Hopefully we'll get into the game. Taking forever at the moment. Why, guys, can't you hear noise? There we go. Best of 3. There we go. There we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get these games going. Up in the top right corner, we have from Horizon Academy, it is Nexa. And spawning in the bottom left, from Something Next Clan, it is Dark. NG. Next Gaming? I don't know. Oh, oops. Probably should turn that off so you guys don't hear that. My apologies. Alright. So far, as you can see, guys, there's the new WCS 3.0 mod that kind of helps out with the maps. It looks kind of a little different. So that's, if you're wondering what that is the 3.0 mod. I don't know exactly when it came out. It's been a while. Interesting. Nexa has that. It looks like the same logo that the. Oh, it's a tournament thing. Derbider. What the heck? Okay. So far, no players doing anything out of the ordinary. Beg your pardon. Sorry, people are texting me right now, which is kind of part of the course. It doesn't seem to be too different with what is going on. Both players kind of have standard builds. Sadly, nothing's really going on. There's to report. Both players is kind of playing it mellow at the moment. I mean, this is going to be a best of 3 series. Whenever this goes to the round of 16, and they're fighting for $50. This is the last ESL Cup of the year, so a lot's on the line. There's a lot of people that want to be the champions, that want to be the #1 player, and all of this Dark going down with the 3 hats before 3 minutes. Though it's going to be quite interesting to see how he does it this way if he decides to go for that, precious gold base. I haven't really seen much people take that gold base anytime recently, just because it's a lot harder to defend. I don't know if this with the recent changes or what's going on, but they haven't done much. Do you see a couple links coming out for Dark? Speed is about to finish. But it looks like he's just kind of scouting around, trying to play a little bit more defensively. Next, as we can see, did get a couple little scouts, but didn't really see much, and that was kind of it. It scouted a little bit and then ran off. Lings here are coming across the map. The speed is about to finish, and here comes the upgrades about to kick in. Now it looks like he's going to be jumping across the map. But this was kind of caught out of position. He's going to hit the add-up wall, and that's really all Dark was going to be able to do. He just kind of was trying to poke in, see if he can't do some damage. And the warp gate, wow, is about to finish as well. And we do see the kind of play that we're looking for from Nexa. Nexa's hiding the Dark Shrine over here in the top right corner of the map. I don't think that Dark is going to be able to see this at all, and a War Prisoner is going to come out from this robotics facility that's got nothing built as I don't know exactly where he's planning to build it. We do not see any kind of detection at the moment. Lair is about to finish. With Lair finishing... Oh, mutating. Wow. I thought I read Mutalisk. I was like, what is the... So, Warp Gate research is now done. Dark Shrine is about to finish here in the next 30 seconds, and that Warp Prism is going to be completely off the map. At the moment, I don't really see Dark kind of with any kind of weird builds at the moment, because he just kind of wants to see what's going on, what build Nexa is doing. So Dark really just wants to see some kind of tech, wants to get some kind of direction of what Nexa is doing before he makes a final decision and changes it up. Dark Shrine is about to finish. Warp Prism is on its way. Where is it? Warp Prism's on its way, but was scouted by Dark. Dark definitely sees this is coming. And he's sending Lings around to try to catch it. There we go. Lings finally see it. Warp Prism goes down. Dark does not see it. Nexa, it's right here, and Dark does not see it. Oh, he's warping in DTs, turning them into Archons. Those Archons are about to finish. Here they're going to get picked up. He's going to fly right over that Zergling. Zergling sees it coming, but is he going to have enough to save it? Is Dark going to have, or Dark have enough units to defend this? And we're about to find out. Warp Prism coming all the way in. The Roaches are here to stop it already. The Queens are here as well. Focusing down the Queens. Queens gets... Oh, that nice micro going down from Nexa. Nexa just jumping these back and forth, focusing down the Roaches, saving all these Archons. Archons are being saved. Every single one of these Archons are about to be saved. And destroys a lot of it, saves the Queen in the process, but at the same time, now Dark sending his Roaches up towards the main base of Nexa. Nexa sees these Roaches going across the map, sees this huge thing. He drops the Archons, kind of sacrifices them a little bit just to try to pick off one or two. And he's a huge Stalker and a Warping right now. Blink is being researched as well. And here comes the Roaches going to try to see how much damage they need to do to break down this wall. They're going to focus down that head up. Violent Overcharge gets dropped. Mothership Core is there to hold off more pushes. Dark going to try to go after that Nexus. Mothership Core might drop another Violent Overcharge against the cancel off, which is great. Nexus is now stuck on 2 bases. I don't know how he's going to be able to push out from this. But that's a huge Stalker force coming in. Alright. More Roaches are coming here. Coming in as well. I do not see, they don't have any upgrades at the moment. Normally it says the upgrades, I think. Okay, yeah. So they don't have any of the upgrades at the moment. They just have the speed increase here, just Disruptor. Let's see how many good Disruptor shots they get. Right on top of the entire army. He splits it, but he kills. He got so many kills with that, completely to slaughter the army in half. Like, literally cut it right in half. That was such a good Disruptor hit. Holy smokes. Get wrecked. From behind this, we do see that Dark is kind of playing it safe. He's got 3 saturated bases, building up for a 4th one. Behind this, Nexus desperately needs to take his 3rd base. He finally gets it up, but is it gonna be enough? This Archon is chasing this Overseer. They're breaking down the rocks. Nexus, actually, Dark knows that there's gonna be some kind of attack coming. He needs to get all the pathways cleared. Breaking down these rocks helps out. Hydralisk is thrown in the mix as well. We're going to see the +1 range damage. Finishing up here for Dark in a few moments. Behind this, though, as we see more Disruptors are coming into play. A Colossi is getting dropped into the mix. All this stuff. Nexus is almost mined out of his main base. He's only got a few left in his natural. He desperately needs to get this 3rd base up and running, and he definitely needs to save it. The Observer, though, from Nexa kind of sees a lot. Sees Hydralisk, sees it coming, so he knows that something, something major's coming. We do see that the Adepts here over here at the Zelnaga Tower. And unfortunately for Dark, he doesn't see it until now. There we go. Alright, so there's a couple Disruptors There's 3 disruptors, an immortal, a lot of adepts, and a lot of stalkers in this army. We'll see what Dark tries to do. It looks like he's going to try to split them. He's going to try to pull them to one side, and then get the other side, like kind of sandwich them together. Oops.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
There we go. All right. So roaches are here, kind of trying to bait out this army. Hydralisks are here as well. I'm not too sure what exactly they're trying to do, but the Hydralisks are kind of stuck, and these roaches are going to be picked off by the stalkers. The stalkers might actually want to blink forward, pick off a couple more roaches as they kind of bottleneck going down this ramp. Dark definitely needs to have a great engagement here. He is up on armor supply, yes. Or yeah, he's up in armor supply, yes. He's up in worker supply, yes. But I mean, it's just he needs to be safe when it comes to his attacks. There is a Colossi in this army. There's going to be a third one coming out here in a second. The adept upgrade is about to finish as well. Now the roaches coming in kind of. I think they kind of wanted to do damage, or just, what exactly is he doing? Maybe he just wanted to clear some supply. But now he sees that there's Colossus in it. He sees a huge Colossus army. And behind this we do see that Dark did go for those mutas. He's going to turn it into like muta Ling play. And he's going to get the melee upgrade as well. Here comes mutas on the back side of Nexa. Nexa has no idea these mutas are about to kick down his door. These mutas are going to be flying here any moment now. And behind this we see Nexa being ballsy and going for the gold base as his fourth. He desperately needs something. I mean, he was so far behind. He was only on 2 bases for a majority of this. He's just got his third up and running. But I don't think Nexa realizes that this army is being split. Like, I don't think Dark even realizes where the army is. So Dark's about to lose his entire army at the same time these mutas fly in. And look at all the damage they're doing. They're getting 6 pro kills, 15 pro kills, 20 pro kills. I mean, this is game-ending stuff. This entire army from Dark, as Hydralisks are about to drop, but the mutas have done so much damage behind this. They've done 25 worker kills, 28 now, and they're still doing more. They're just kind of focusing down as much as they can. I think he's just going to go for Pylons at the moment, or he's going to go for Dark Templars. And that's going to be the game changer right now, the Dark Templars. No more Archons. He's not going to be able to get them. It's so expensive to get them in anyways. And it looks like we're going for some kind of base trade at the moment. There's a lot of Lings coming across the map where they're kind of auto-queued. They kind of attack forward. There's so many Lings with this. There's 20 more. There's a lot of mutas. But I don't think this is going to be enough. There's so many Stalkers with this army that Dark needs to pull his entire army back. He needs those mutas to come flying all the way back. I mean, that huge army from Nexa is knocking on his door. Lings coming in. They're going to try to get this around. They're going to focus down the Colossi first, but there's so many Stalkers shooting up onto the top of this. It looks like he's kind of eking away with the victor on this. Dark is controlling it very well, but he doesn't have any upgrades. All that's left is just mutas. All this Lings have been completely destroyed. All the Stalkers are completely destroyed as well, and GG gets called, and Dark takes it. Game number 1 to start the series off. What an awesome play from both players so far, and that was just absolutely incredible. What is blood? What is you? Who do you want? And so we'll thank you guys so much so far for keeping with it. As we kind of jump into the second game, we'll see what else is going on. And we'll see what's going on. Guys, of course, if you guys want to check out the bracket, all you have to do is do the iBracket thing. You know what to do. Oh, what the heck? I wonder if Siegfried DQ'd. Well, it looks like no one, everyone's still playing their games. So, sorry guys for this delay. We are trying to get into more. I made a special request that the guys put it on WS Game Hurt, which I freaking love when the players are proactive about it. Nope. Okay, I was ready. Alright, well, I did get invited to one of the games. Oh, crap, what the heck? Weird. My, thing did not change. Sorry guys, we're trying to get to it. Sorry guys, we're trying to get the games going for you all. Just give me 1 second as we try to address that. I don't know why Dark would be having such a problem when we just won that game. But we'll see what he's doing. Sorry guys, it's kind of lame that all these guys kind of... One of the guys is playing the match after he won. It's best of 3, but he only... best of 3, he won game 1, and then now he's... Alright guys, so like I said before, if you guys do the I bracket, you'll be able to see the kind of players moving into the quarterfinals. We do see Matisse, B-Lord, and Cuddlebear are in our quarterfinals, the top 8 players. Snoot should be playing against 8-Ball and Oz Dynasty. Whoever of that plays against Snoot, and whoever wins that moves forward. My life is complete! Oh, my life is complete. Hold on. Wait for it, guys. Oh, shoot. Yes, me, you moron. Alright. Sorry, guys. My life is complete. I'll have to show you when I get back from this. Someone followed me on Twitter that my nerdgasm just went off. I don't know if he's gonna unfollow me, like, you know, do one of those little bait click things, but I'm yeah. Alright guys, so let's jump into alright, let's fix this again. Best of 3. Dark is up 1. There we go. Nameplates. Cool. I'm getting the hang of this, guys. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be game number 2 of the round of 32 for the ESL Cup North American Series. This is going to be Cup 99. It's the last Cup of the year, last Open Cup of the year. We will have a Christmas one at the end of the year. I hope you guys stay tuned for that as well. We're going to be joining into the game number 2, spawning on a research station in the south position. It is our blue Protoss player from Horizon Academy Gaming. It is Nexa. And spawning in the north position, our pink Zerg player, up 1 in the series out of this best of 3. It is Dark. Dun, 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 dun. So both players played in a very interesting game last time. We did see that Nexa tried to go with the cheeky Archon play, and he would have probably done a lot more damage. However, was spotted. There was lings on the maps that kind of caught those Archons being dropped in. So I wonder what kind of play he's going to try to go now. Both players are, again, not doing anything sneaky or anything out of the ordinary. They're just kind of playing to each other's strengths at the present moment. Let's see. Okay. Probe. Stealing it. That probe. That probe. Stealer. Steals a resource from Dark Space. What a slap in the face, man. What an absolute slap in the face. 2 assimilators going down. So far, you know, again, both players, nothing too cheeky. I would assume they would be doing some kind of cheekiness, but no cheekiness. Dark just gets enough gas to get the speed ling upgrade and then sends the rest of the drones to go mine. I mean, can you imagine though, like, Heart of the Swarm, when games used to take like 4 minutes to get 2 bases? I remember. Petridge Farms remembers. Oh my goodness. Maybe Jeans the cast is probably not comfortable. Like, not comfortable at all. Honestly, I have to show you later. Anyways, so we do see links coming across the map. Speed upgrade's about to finish. Again, you know, we do see the adept. We do see a Twilight Council. So it looks like Nyx is not going to go for the robotics facility Archon drop. He might just go for a straight adept push or maybe a Blink Stalker push. These lings are going to come across. So I see what kind of damage they can do. Straight from this Twilight Council, we do see the adept upgrade. On multiple bricks. It would be really funny if we called them indestructible bricks. You should help him clear it. That'd be really funny. Just attack it. No? Another one? Alright, so from behind this, we do see 2 more gateways going down from Nexa. Nexa is definitely going to go for a 2-gate strong opening push from a warp gate. Why? Okay. More gates, more gateways going down, more pylons going down. Warp gate is about to finish the upgrade. You're going to see a lot of adepts being warped in right now. Wait for it. It is now complete. The adept upgrade is going to be finishing up as well. 3rd base going down from Nexia. Nexia kind of cleared the pathway. See, he's kind of got that 3rd base. He's got it a lot quicker than he did last game. Last game he actually lost it. Got it canceled with those roaches that came in. But I don't see any warp prisms on the map. There's no robotics facilities. There's no forges. It's just straight gateways. There's 2 gateways in there. And here comes sentries. A couple sentries get warped in as well. So I wonder if Nexa is going to try to go from some kind of timing attack at the moment. We've got Dark's lings kind of hanging out here. They see that there's nothing really coming. So he's just kind of mining up at the moment. This is kind of the difference between pro players and me. Like, I would be dying at this moment. I don't know why or how I would be losing, but I'd be losing. Warp, or excuse me, road speeds. Finishing up from behind us, we get to see 2 Stargates from Nexa. Nexa is really going to be coming out. My assumption is going to be dropping a lot of Phoenixes. Try to see what kind of damage she could do. Alright, so there's a couple of depths with this army and a lot of sentries. But it looks like Nexa is trying to go for Oracle play. I mean, there's really nothing in this army that would stop Oracles. There's not even Spore Crawlers at the moment. Road speed's about to finish for Dark. Dark is looking pretty good, pretty solid at the moment. He's just getting more and more roaches out. You know, because he doesn't really know exactly what he's dealing with, other than I think he knows. Yep, he sees the Oracle a little bit, so he knows Oracles are coming. But the problem is, how is he going to shoot them? Nexa sees this army coming. These Oracles are sitting right on top of this army. He's going to try to attack within this. All these Stargates going down as well. A huge Warpins going down. A lot of Adepts with this army. Roaches are going to try to seize as much damage as they can. Roaches and Ravagers are in this. And focuses down the Ravagers. Corrosive Battle is going off. It's going to land right on top of the sentries. Sentries are being moved. Half the sentries are completely gone already. One force field is up, but all it takes is a Corosive Battle to go down on that as well. Marlon gets focused down from Dark. Dark is just putting on the aggressive so much. Now that force field kind of zoned out this entire army. Nexus is going to lose his army. He's going to lose his entire base. He's going to lose this Nexus. Yeah, these Oracles. Yeah, there's Voids. Those Voids are doing a lot of damage. But he's going to lose this Nexus. Nexus is going to drop. And that's kind of it. I mean, this really, Dark did a lot of damage with the Draven, but now there's a lot of Voids in this army. And they're able to catch the Overseer. But look at these Oracles. Oracles are going to be coming across the map now. Oracle has 3 kills. The other one has 4. There's 4 kills for these Oracles. But 22 probes went down for Nexa. Nexa is just going to be in a world of hurt at the moment. Hydralisk Dane was built behind this. Upgrades for both the Hydralisk and the range upgrade. He knows that, okay, it might be a Skytoss army. He needs to get Hydralisk out. I'm surprised he hasn't gone Spire yet. These Roaches are going to come in from the side. It's going to be such a sneaky attack. If they get in and stop this 3rd base, it's going to be a lot of problems for Nexa. Nexa is almost completely mined out from both bases, and here we go. These Roaches are going to come in, going to start trying to attack it, but what is he doing? Violent Overcharge gets dropped, but at the same time, where are the Oracles? Oh, here they are. Oh, this Hydralisk take out 1 Oracle. And these Voids try to chase down the Roaches. Roaches are running completely away. We do see the +1 upgrade for both, but now we see it. This is what all Protoss players love and all Zerg players hate the most. 2 carriers at the same time being produced on top of this Void heavy army. I do not know what Dark will be able to do about this. Yeah, he's going to get a larger Hydralisk. If he could hit this before these carriers get out, before they get fully upgraded, this might be able to chance to save them. There's only going to be 2 that's out currently. That's really not enough. There's about 6 more Adepts with this army. There's just so much army for Dark that I just don't know what he's going to be able to do. I don't know how Dark's going to be able to do it. Pylon Overcharge goes off on that first Pylon from the Mothership Core. Here comes the carriers. The carriers are... The Inceptors are getting focused down from the carriers. But that's it. They got no more Inceptors. The Hydralisk is going to come down right on top of the carrier. He's going to focus down the... What is he doing? He's focused down the first carrier. The first carrier is about to drop. But all these Hydralisks are not focused down the right thing. They kind of focused down on the ground army. And now they're about to get completely destroyed by the air army. These Hydralisks are focused down a lot of it. Last little bit of the Adepts. There's just very few Adepts left. And that's it. There's no more ground army left for Nexus. Only that's left is these carriers. And again, Dark is just going to focus down this Nexus. He might be able to get the Nexus again. If he gets the Nexus again, Nexus is going to be if he gets this Nexus again, Nexus is going to be in such a hard place at the moment. More Hydralisks going to come across the map. There's 11 Hydralisks being produced. There's a Spire from behind this as well. We do see probes kind of going across the map. I don't know what they expect to do. But Nexus is in a bad spot. There's really not much he's going to do. Yeah, he's building more carries, which is great. But I think Dark doesn't want to overextend. He's playing it safe. Nexus is going to try to rebuild that third base yet again. He's not fully mined out, but he's getting, he's having problems so far. Spire is just about to finish for Dark, and from there he's going to build a ton of Corruptors, is my assumption. And just completely decimate the air. Let's see what pops up. Dark has a lot of minerals saved up. Let's see what he does. Spire is done. I think he wants to see how this fight's going to go and kind of go from there. These Hydralisks are just getting completely destroyed. They're not focusing down anything. They're just focusing down the Inceptors. And that's a lot of carriers in this army now. But here comes the Corruptors. Crosshairs getting completely fully maxed out. Dark is trying to max out with the amount of money that he has left. 12 Corruptors coming across the map. They're spawning here shortly. It's 3 bases versus 2. Or excuse me, 4 bases versus 2. So Nexus definitely needs to get things going before he gets fully mined out. He only has a couple thousand minerals left. If he loses this base again, I do not know what Dark is going to be able to, or I don't know how Nexus will be able to handle this. Dark is maxing out with, looks like Lings now too. I think he wants to get this around, do as much damage to the adepts as possible. That's what's killing his Hydralisk. He needs to be able to get some kind of tank units. It's kind of funny saying Zerglings are tanky units, but he kind of needs that going. But behind this, Dark gets the gold base, and it's kind of going untested. Dark has 5 bases untested. He hasn't been really hurting for money as much as Nexus would like. So Dark is just playing this so perfectly. But Nexus has a huge Sky Toss army. I mean, this is so much for him to... So strong. Baneling Nest is done, and we do see speed upgrade for the Baneling Nest as well. It's going to be kind of an interesting little twist on this. Going to run into these adepts that are not fully upgraded yet. We'll see what he's going to be able to do with it. Here comes the Hydralisk. Here comes the Hydralisk. Alright guys, so 5 bases to 3. Nexa has lost this twice. This fight right here might be the determining factor of what happens. Creep spread all the way across the map. Look at all these Corruptors. Look at all these Hydralisks. Hydralisks is going to go straight forward. I mean, I don't think they should be doing that. I think you should wait for the Banes to finish. And Banes about to finish, and here we go. Banes are coming in right now. Bane's coming in now to speed upgrade. All the adepts are getting completely destroyed. Only thing left is the Archon. Archon is destroying so much AoE damage going down. All these carriers are being completely destroyed though. There is only 2 carriers left. The Archon doing so much damage. The Archon is completely destroyed. And there we go. GG well played gets called, and Dark takes game number 2. That was a fun little series. Did it perfect timing with those Banes right when the Bane speed finished. All the adepts got completely destroyed, and that is it for the round of 32, ladies and gentlemen. Dark takes it 2-0. He moves on to the round of 16, where he's going to be playing. Dang, dude. Let's see. Let's try to get into the game. Let's see. Dark is going to be moving against Namshire. Draven, my wife, Wayfo. Draven, my Wayfo. What a weird name. Jim Rising. What? Namshire's in game. I wonder who he's playing against. Let's see, guys, what's going on. No worries. Thanks guys so much for tuning in and keeping up with everything. I'm just trying to get the next game going and see who. Alright guys, we're going to be jumping into the second game. I'm going to take a quick break. Be right back. BRB. 5-minute break. It's going to be a little bit quicker than that. I'm just going to throw in some music for you guys. Give me 1 second. Alright guys, I am back and ready. So we're going to be jumping into the round of 16. We got Dust Gaming Mattis versus Lurker, also known as Donald Trump. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The president-elect is playing StarCraft. As you guys can see, this is Dust Mattis. We've seen Matt play before. An amazing player. I've seen Donald Trump play from time to time as well. Another amazing player. So I'm going to be super excited for both these players and see what kind of play styles they're going to be in. Let's get it going. Best of 3 nameplates. There we go. I got this down. All right, guys. So spawning in the bottom right corner of Echo is our blue Zerg player from Dust Gaming. It is Mattis. And spawning in the top left corner of Echo, it is our purple president-elect. It is Lurker, also known as Donald Trump. So this is going to be a very interesting ZVZ. ZVZ is very annoying. Have you? What other word can I describe it? Annoying. We'll go with annoying. Very cheesy. Both players doesn't look like they're going to go for the cheerleaders. Looks like they're actually going to do normal gameplay, which is kind of nice. On these smaller maps, 6 pools is very little, as happens more frequently than not. Alright, so we do see a spawning pool going down from Lurker. Lurker gets the spawning pool down just a little bit before Mattis, but Lurker is going for the gas. Mattis is not, so Lurker's going to be able to have his speedlings just a little bit faster. Not too sure how much is going to affect the gameplay that much. It's not a significant increase, but he's going to have about 10 seconds before or so. I don't understand why I hear swamp music. This doesn't really, like, being on a platform doesn't really strike me as, like, swamp music material. Is it supposed to be a swamp? Maybe. Speed upgrade for the Lings is starting for Lurker. Again, just a little bit behind Mattis. Mattis is saving up his gas. We do see that he's getting it right now, so he might be able to get the speed upgrade here in a second. Let's see if he waits for it. He's at the 100 mark. Maybe he's going roaches. And Baleen, that's coming down for Mattis as well. So he really wants to get... He wants to end this game now. He wants to rush in with Lings, kind of take Mattis by surprise. And so I don't know what Mattis is going to be able to do to kind of recover from this. I mean, he's not researching his speed. He's just kind of getting a bunch of gas right now. He hasn't spent his gas on anything. Okay, so he's upgrading to his lair. Oh, interesting. He's going quick into his lair, so I wonder if he's going to try to get, Oh, there's the roach warren. So that's what he was doing. He was waiting for roaches. He was waiting to get enough so he could drop roach warren down, upgrade to lair. And here comes a crap ton of Lings from Lurker. Lurker's sending all his Lings. He's got the Bane finished as well. Dust sees it, so he's going to make this wall. That's a pretty decent wall. There is nothing that Lurker's going to be able to do. He's not going to be able to Bane bust this, because that is a wall. That is just a literal wall. He's going to try to rush it again. Kind of focuses down where that spine crawler is going. Kind of stop any kind of harassment. Lurker kind of does it. Lurker... I mean, there's... The only kind of problem that Mattis is kind of facing here at the moment is that now he's on 2 bases. He's on 2 bases, and he's really not going to be able to do much, because the problem is he has to destroy this wall. And I don't know if you want to do that, because there's Lings like right at your base. You know, if he was able to get those in, it would cause a lot of problems. But Mattis is kind of plays impatient. Doesn't really want to, show his cards too much. From behind this, you can see that nothing's really going on. A Roach Warren and the Evolution Chamber is going down for Lurker as well. But Lurker is going to be on 3 bases, when Mattis won't be able to be on 3 bases. He won't be able to do anything. He's still currently only on 2 bases. They're kind of debating if they should These Lings really wanted to go up that ramp. Here comes the Roaches trying to push out the Lings. And if those Lings run past, which they're about to do, or, okay, they were about to do. There you go. Now Mattis is able to take his 3rd base. And he sees, Mattis sees that Lurker is on 3 bases. So Mattis has to do some kind of major damage to get some things going. He has roaches going across the map, but Lurker has the same amount of roaches. These Lurkers from, or excuse me, these roaches from Mattis aren't going to be able to do much when Lurker has a crap ton of roaches. And look at these links coming across. They're going to get the cancel on Mattis' third base. He's not going to be able to save it. He's going to try so hard to get it. And he doesn't even get the cancel off. He does not even get the cancel off. Lurker's roaches versus Mattis' roaches. Lurker's roaches will win hands down. Lings are going to come across the map. See how far they're going to get up. One roach that gets caught by itself and then runs away. It looks like he's going to try to... Oh, he's just going to rush in. Wasn't able to do all that damage that he was kind of hoping he would. Mattis sees, or excuse me, Lurker sees that Mattis is going for that third base again, so he needs to find a way to destroy him. But look at all these roaches. Creep. The plus side of what's going on, though, is that we do see that the weapons and armor is exactly the same. The difference is that Mattis will have a higher upgrade sooner. So if Lurker could take a good fight and really press the advantage, it won't really matter with this upgrade. The upgrade is almost done for Mattis, though. If Mattis could hold on just another 20 more seconds, he'll be able to have all the upgrade he needs. But Lurker is kind of pushing forward on top of all this. The roaches are trying to get Micros back, but this is such a good concave. I don't know if Mattis is going to be able to hold this. Queen's coming to join the fight as well, but the roaches burrow. The roaches burrow, save all their health, which is great. But Mattis is about to lose his fourth base again. Or excuse me, he's about to lose his third base again. Burrowed roaches coming back from against Lurker's roaches. How annoying. Here comes an overseer with Lurker. He's going to now be able to see all the roaches. The roaches are going to do everything they can to spy on top of this. But like I said before, the weapon upgrade is, almost, it's currently the same, but usually gets called Lurker takes game number 1. That was a sweet little play there. And game 1 goes to Donald Trump, also known as Lurker. Dust Mattis wasn't able to hold it. He was getting the upgrades that he needed, but unfortunately for him, it just didn't come at the correct time. So we're going to be jumping into game number 2 here momentarily, ladies and gentlemen. And I heard the game invite. Solo casting is... It is what it is. Oh. Alright guys, we're going to be jumping into game number 2 of the ESL Cup America's Open number 99. We'll be jumping into Habitation Station. Best of 3. Lurker is currently up 1. Alright guys, jumping into game number 2 on Habitation Station. This is going to be a best of 3. Winner of this advances to the round of 8. Spawning in our top left is the purple Zerg player, also known as Donald Trump. He is Lurker. And spawning in the top right position is our blue Zerg player from Dust Gaming. It is Mattis. And as you can see, Mattis is going for that build. He needs a win to come out of this. This is such one of those maps that's such a short distance, but that by the time that Overlord gets to the correct position, he will not see these 8 lings that are about to come forward on top of... Oh, there we go. Yeah. So it's going to be very interesting. I don't know if... Lurker has no idea this is coming. I mean, if you check out his vision, he has no idea it's coming. He doesn't even have a spawning pool. All he has is an extractor, which is great. So 6 lings are coming out. for Dust. Dust is, or excuse me, Mattis. Mattis is sending the drone out. This is going to be the hero drone. Or drone. Oh, I guess he's just going to make lings, and from behind this he's going to expand. Make it look like he's expanding. But here comes the lings. Lings are going to come across the map. I don't think they're going to get there in time, though, actually. I mean, it took too long to get these lings out. And if we check out the vision, Lurker's not going to see this. Lurker's Overlord's in this the worst position possible. They don't see these lings coming across. They might catch those two. And so he sees two coming across the map. But he doesn't see the 6 that got sent beforehand. And here comes the lings coming across. I think the spawning pool is just going to finish just enough time for Lurker. But he's not going to be able to save this base. Lurker's about to lose his base. I mean, he's going to let it finish. Queen trying to get produced out of it, but there's so many lings coming out of this. All the thing Lurker can do right now is just make 6 lings. So he's about to lose his base. Drone's going to come and try to stop it. What they're going to try to do, obviously, is just prevent it from dropping just to buy enough time to get lings out. So there's lings from Lurker coming out already. They're fighting with the drones, but I don't know if this is going to be enough. Drones save the hatchery, but more lings are coming in. They're trying to focus down the drones, but I think that's going to be it. 2 more lings join the fight with Mattis. Queen is about to pop out here. That Queen gets out. That's going to save the match. There we go. But how many drones were lost in all this? I mean, he still has 6 drones, and he still has his 20 drones. So he was able to hold his 2 queens are out now, and I don't think Mattis is going to be able to recover from this. I mean, he is doing his best, but I mean, that was it. Due to the speed upgrade for Lurker is about to finish, so he's going to be able to send all these lings across the map, kind of move past Mattis, and just kind of start destroying that mineral line. That's what he chooses to do. But look at this hatchery. 160 HP left. I mean, 10 more seconds and those lings would have absolutely destroyed it. Now that the game has evened out just a little bit. There we go, the speedlings are going to come across the map now and see how much damage they're going to be able to do. Baneling Nest is finishing up for Lurker. At the same time, 2 spawning pools. Actually, spine crawlers are here. I think they're just going to try to do as much econ damage as they can. Gets 1 drone. Oh, they don't get the drone! But there they go. They're focusing down all the drones. They're focusing down the spine. The queens do not want to lose position on this. What's going to happen is if they do, they will lose the ramp, and they do not want to do that. Lings are from Lurker morphing into the banelings. Only 2. Lurker has enough gas for that, but behind this he takes a 3rd base. So these 2 lings are going to come. These 2 baits are going to come in. See how much damage they can do to the drone line. There we go. I don't know what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to bait him out. But Roach Warren is coming up from behind this. Mattis is really not doing that great. We just see Lurker's kind of pulling ahead in all ways. I mean, he's got the higher army supply. I mean, the workers are the same. That's great. But, you know, Lurker is going to have 3 bases. Mattis is just kind of saturating his 2nd base at the moment. But you see the army count is completely, double, but it's really not going to do much if you can't maintain the economy. So the 3rd base from Lurker is about to finish. Yay. Sorry guys. Trying to do multiple things at once. Roach Warden is finished for Dust. Gaming's Mattis. Researching the speed on that as well. More roaches coming down from Lurker. How many Lurkers does he currently have? Look at that base, dude. I'm surprised he hasn't turned that into a lair or something. Lings are gonna come in and try to see. Oh! They're trying to time it to where they'd be able to rush in and try to do as much damage. Oh, the Banes. This is just getting completely destroyed. Madness going for being ballsy, going for his third base on this gold base. And Lurker sees it. Lurker knows that he needs to get in there and kind of cancel it, kind of do what he did last game, just completely focus down that third base. If Mattis gets that third base up and running, he's going to have a lot of problems. Lurker's going to have a lot of problems to deal with. I mean, yes, Lurker's on third bases. Yes, his worker count is growing. Yes, his army supply is growing. However, if Mattis gets that gold base and gets it up and running, there's going to be a lot of problems. Lings are going to get in. They're not going to do that much damage to it because the roaches did see them do that. But these Lings are kind of just bouncing around, trying to do as much confusion as possible. They're going to try to get in, but what they're trying to do is bait the roaches to one side and then run to the other opposite side, like he's going to try to do now. And he's going to try to get up that ramp. Roaches are coming in. They're going to try to focus on these Lings. All these Lings of Lurker are going to completely destroy. That's a huge roach army with this. But here's another roaches. It's going to be Roach v Roach. But we do see the +2 range upgrade for Mattis is about to complete. At the present moment, I don't know what the upgrades are. If I was a better caster, I would know it. But I'm pretty sure that the upgrades are technically the same at the moment. There we go. Weapons and armor, they're completely the same, but the +2 is about to finish for Mattis. Mattis might have a better timing and a better attack this time. He's got the higher supply count at the moment. He's got the more roaches coming in. Lurker just needs a good spot to attack this on. If he gets a good encounter, he'll be able to win the fight. But as we see, +2 is about to finish for Mattis. And last time it didn't finish in time. So if Lurker holds on just too long, he might have a lot of problems to deal with. We see that there's Lurkers are going to try to come in and just try to distract the army. He's going to pull it. He's going to focus down this queen. And he's going to get behind that spine. If he gets behind the spine, here comes a huge attack from Mattis. Mattis going on top of the Lurkers. Lurkers' roaches are completely falling. He's not going to have enough to defend this, and a +2 is about to finish for Lurker. Roaches are just doing so much damage. Lurker's roaches are doing so much damage to Mattis here. Completely cleared out his mineral line, but it caused all these drones to get sent over to the gold base. Look at all these roaches from Lurker not in the fight. There's just so many roaches on this. I don't think Lurker is going to be able to hold this, but he's doing it. +2 is about to finish for Dust. Dust just pushed a little too soon and kind of got overzealous. From behind us, we do see that Lurker takes a 4th base. That is Ling. Hero Ling. I don't think Lurker wants this fight. He's kind of pushing the army. The army's kind of moving a little bit, but Mattis has the +2 upgrade. Armors are completely the same. The +2 upgrade for Lurker, or for Mattis, is kind of coming into play. As you can see, Lurker is slowly losing his army, and he just wasn't prepared for that +2 to finish for Mattis. Mattis is kind of taking over the map yet again. These Lurkers are kind of on an A move, completely setting the wrong way. +2 is about to finish. Wait, what? There we go. +2 is about to finish for Mattis as well. Or excuse me, for Lurker. Now they're going to be on even upgrades. There we go. I love roaches. I love this roach play. Chain link. Fun fact, guys. I am not writing a story on chain links, but I'm reading a short story on chain links, so that way, like you could, like a audio, dramatic reading of a chain link story is what I'm doing. I don't know how you describe it. Alright, these roaches for Mattis are just not going to have a good day. Once his armor upgrade finishes in the next 30 seconds, Lurker is going to have a completely terrible, huge... Oh, look at that. He got it with about 15 seconds left, and that's just a huge things to do. That overservice is a huge thing. Contaminate that building to prevent the armor upgrade from finishing for Lurker. Wait. Oh, Lurker's the one that has the slow. Dang. Lurker needs to attack soon before Mattis upgrade finishes. Here we go. Lurker's just doing everything he can, but that armor upgrade's about to finish here in the next 10 seconds. I don't know if Lurker wants to take this fight. He needs to do as much damage as he can. He's getting good shots off on us as well, but this is not the concave you want. This little bottleneck is like the worst bottleneck to be in. He needs to split half his army up and completely sandwich this army. And that's what it looks like he's going to try to do. He's going to try to sandwich them down. He's going to come in from the north and the west side. And Dust is going to get stuck. He's going to get completely surrounded, but the armor upgrade just finished for Dust. And Mattis's roaches are super strong right now. He took a bad engagement, but they're a lot stronger than Lurker's roaches at the moment. And Lurker's roaches are... I don't know if he's going to be able to do it enough. The army supply keeps dropping for both players, but it looks like Lurker is pulling ahead. Lurker is just eking it out just a little bit more. But more roaches are going to be streaming across the map for Dust. And Dust, he doesn't want to GG out. He's pulling the rest of his roaches out. Pulling the rest of his roaches back, but it's a 2-2 versus, or it's a 2-1 versus a 2-0 army. And Lurker's morphing in some Ravagers right now, and these might save the game right now. Dust coming through again, pushing on top of this, but I just think this might be too much. Lurker is just on the aggressive attack. Corrosive Bowel is going off on top of these Overseers. It's going to hit both of them right now. Kills both of them. That puts Mattis on a super supply gun. And yes, and here we go. Lurker looks like he's going to take game number 2 in this best of 3 against Mattis, and Lurker is going to push forward. GG gets called, and Lurker takes it. Game number 2, and yes, I kept saying Lurkers. Oh, nope, I don't want to watch replay. No! Why did I click replay? Why can't there be an OK button to verify if I want to do replay? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, about that. Trying to get into another game here. Give me 1 second. Looks like, ladies and gentlemen, I have such a special treat for you. If I get this in. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to present you with my favorite thing, and I'm super proud and excited to say this. I'll let you know if it happens here in the next 30 seconds. We do snap, get more games. God damn. Snip first, or... Okay, let's leave Whisper. I have a lot of Whispers for people. This is only the semi. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get the games up and running. Guys, if you want to check out the brackets, just do the I bracket thing, as you all know. This is only the semi. Sorry guys, we're trying to get these things going. As you can see, you guys do the I bracket, or whatever it's called. We have a quarterfinals. We're going to have Draven, which I have no idea who this guy is, but he's got my name, Draven my Woofoo, versus Cuddle Bear. Namshire and Dark, whoever wins that, face against Leenock in the quarterfinals. Jim Rising forfeits, so Lurker advances to the quarterfinals. He's going to be playing against Mattis. Lurker just won. So wow, that was so dumb. And then we have B-Lord and Snoot, I think is what's going to be the next one. Oh, nice. Okay, so... Alright guys, I'm going to do a quick break, and then we'll get these games going. And we will see my... Be right back. Alright guys, so I'm jumping into the game right now. I'm super excited that I get to cast. See who I'm talking about here in a second. I am super excited. Oh, this is gonna make my day. That's like a dreamer, like a caster's dream come true. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be Liquid Snoot playing in the quarterfinals or the semifinals of the ESL Cup, and you're gonna be playing against Lurker, who we just saw do mass roaches, and he didn't do Lurkers once. I'm super excited to be casting this game. I'm super excited for life right now. This should be a lot of fun. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay, guys. And spawning in this best of 3 series. In the top left corner of Echo, it is our Red Zerg player representing HyperX. It is Team Liquid Snoot. And spawning in the bottom right is the purple Zerg player that we saw earlier take down Dust Mattis in a crazy 2-0 fashion. It is Lurker, also known as Donald Trump, for some reason. Now, I'm excited to be watching both these players. Snoot's an amazing player and a crazy good guy. And I had a great time hanging out with him at BlizzCon last time. And I enjoy watching them play. He is very fun Zerg player to watch. Him, he's just, yeah, I can't say enough good things about Snoot without sounding too, you know, I don't love the guy. I love my wife. Let's keep it easy, guys. Both players looking like they're just doing almost the same type of build. Lurker did go with his pull first, a little bit, you know, ahead of what Snoot wanted to do. Okay. Again, why swamp noises? Isn't this supposed to be a spaceship? I don't get it. That's the sound effects right now, swamp noises. Look at these overload positionings. I mean, they're just... You can't time it any better. Spawning pool finishes for Snoot. Snoot, interestingly enough, it's 2 minutes in. He's not on 3 bases. I would assume he would be on 3 bases by now. What is this drone? Is this drone going to do? Nope. Interesting. Well, we do see a couple queens going down for Snoot. He's so confident in his play. He's not getting lings. He's just... Well, as I said that, he gets 2 lings. Well, never freaking mind. Behind this, you do see the Baneling Nest. Lurker's trying to hide the Baneling Nest here in the back. Looks like he's going to try to cheese his way to win over Snoots. Snoot is a high-ranking Zerg player, so to cheese him would be folly. So I wonder what Lurker is going to try to do. I wonder if he's just actually setting this up to try to defend it in any kind of way. Speed upgrade halfway done for Snoot. Lings are going to try to poke around a little bit. A couple more queens. Here comes the Lurker's going to go for the 3 bases. Basically at the same time Snoot does. And that's just going to be, that's just perfect timing. Baneling Nest finishing up for Lurker. At the same time, Snoot going for a Baneling Nest of his own. There's going to be, what is it going to be? Speedling versus Speedling. Bane versus Bane. I still want to know why I hear swamp music. Is that ambient? Okay. Here comes a couple Banes for Lurkers. I wonder if he's going to just try to get some good Bane hits, and that's kind of what he's hoping for. Look at all the speedlings going across the map. This is what Snoot was trying to pay attention to. This is what Snoot did not want to face off against. There are so many Banes going to be coming across the map and speedlings. He needs Banes of his own. He needs a wall. He's got the wall, but here comes the Banes. Banes are going to go up. There's going to be a lot of queens in this fight. They're going to try to focus down the Bane. He's almost gets the last Bane hit. They're going to focus down this. All those Banes land on top of it. Here comes more. Ling's going to try to come across the map. Does get the cancel. Oh, here comes the Banes. I mean, Lurker's doing a good job at trying to stop that third base. He did a good job at canceling it. But Snoot just has so many Lurkers, or excuse me, so many Lings out. The Bane, he just wants to hit the Banes. Is he going to do it? They look so cute waddling around. Here's all the Lings coming in. They're going to try and do as much damage as they can, but the problem is there's just Banes into this army. What he needs to do is move all these Banes away. He's going to lose them. Oh, here comes more Banes. He's going to try to do as much damage as they can. They're going to go up to that base. They're going to try to see what kind of damage they're going to be able to do to that base now. He's not going to be able to cancel it. He's going to lose. That's the only thing that Lurker's going to be able to do. 2 Banes explode. 2 more are coming in for Snoot. Can Lurker save this base? We got the Banes coming in from the right side. Another Bane's coming in. He's going to try to see if he can split them. Well, good macro from both players. Lurker is going to lose this third base. He does have a lot of roaches. He's got 5 roaches coming out. Snoot's got roaches of his own coming out at the same time. Lurker's Lings push Snoot's Lings all the way across the map. And Snoot coming back for round 2. I mean, what's going to happen now is that Lurker, these queens are completely defenseless. They're completely caught off. He might get both of these queens if these Lings focus them both down. He's actually going to lose both of them. Loses both queens. That's super costly. Lost his third base and 2 queens. And Snoot's making good work use of these Lings. Now behind the Snoot's just going to pump out so many roaches. He's going to try to swing it from the left-hand side here and try to see as much damage he can do. Unfortunately for Lurker, he's super far behind now. When you're playing ZVZ, you do not want to be on 2 bases after 6 minutes, and you don't want to be on 2 bases versus a 3-base Zerg player, especially when that Zerg player is Snoot. But more Lings are coming across the map from Snoot. And as you notice, like, Snoot's not really building anything. He's just doing Lings. Like, he's got a lot of Lings. He's going to get a couple Ravagers. I mean, the one thing I think he's going to try to do right now is just do maybe more Banes. But it doesn't even look like he's going to try to do that. And it looks like Lurker is just going to abandon his third base yet again. And Lurker's behind. There's nothing Lurker's going to be able to do from that. He's not going to be able to recover from this. Oh, at the last moment, that drone comes in. And they're going to focus down this Roach Warren, and that's going to be it. He's not going to be able to build any more Roaches. And I don't see Lurker going to be able to survive much longer after this. I mean, he's holding on to everything he can. He doesn't want to just to tap out, especially against playing such a high rate player like Snoot. But this entire wall is completely destroyed. Yeah, the purple squares. And Bane's coming in. More roaches are going streaming in for Snoot. And it looks like Snoot's going to take game number 1 of his best of 3. Ousting Lurker very well with some epic Bane macro. Both players did an epic good job at the start. But Snoot just did it a little bit better. And game number 2, game number 1 goes to Snoot in a great epic fashion. And excuse me, you guys, beg your pardon real quick. You're about to see crotch shot. It was light outside. Now it's just snow. But that was a great game. Huh. Let's try to get guys into game number 2. Thank you so much, Blood, for all the tweets and stuff. I really appreciate you keeping up on the social media on that. That helps out with the tournaments a lot when someone can dedicate to social media. So I appreciate it very much that you do that. Alright guys, we're going to be jumping into game number 2. I appreciate everyone that's been cruising in so far. And I appreciate all the new followers I've been getting. I've been trying to cast a lot more now that I'm married. This sounds kind of funny. Now that I'm married, I actually can make a schedule and actually can schedule it to my wife of when I could cast and steady internet. Because I have too much internet to do. I don't know what to do with. Oops, nope. So I appreciate you guys throwing in the follows and all that. Make sure you stay tuned because we will be trying to plan the Open Cup for Christmas, and I want to try to do like a New Year's stream and all that good stuff. So I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. So make sure you always keep supporting ESL and everyone that handles it, the admins and all that good stuff. Make sure you show all the support to everyone. All right, guys. Can I shamefully plug anymore? Yes, I can. I will for the next 30 seconds. Oh, you guys probably want that too. That would be really cool, and I thought of this yesterday. Richie Vampyworm gave me this idea. Is have whatever, like best of 3 in here, like just the white text that says best of 3. That'd be dope. Oh, probably should switch the things. All right, guys. Now up here, like the anyways. All right, guys. So let's see what's going down. Spawning in the top right position on Overgrowth. It is the red Zerg player, up 1 in the best of 3 series. It is Snoot. And spawning in the bottom left position, it is our purple Zerg player. He's down a game. He needs 2 in a row against Snoot to move on into the tournament. It is Lurker. And Lurker, as we see, is going super cheesy. And we'll see if Snoot sees it. And we'll see what kind of path Lurker takes, but Snoot is going to finish his pull in the next 10 seconds, so I think he's going to be able to survive no problem. Snoot sees all the lurkers, or excuse me, all the links coming across the map now, and Snoot's really not fazed by it. His building's going to be fine. Bailey Nest is going to get dropped down here for Lurker as well, and he's fine. He's not even going to build a spine. He's just, that base is fine, according, you know, just leave it to Snoot. He's not even going to care. Oh, they're focusing down. I don't know if you can tell, they're focusing down this the Zerg cocoon. I don't know if you know this, but if I remember correctly, you literally have to hit it 200 times, regardless of what unit you have. Like, it's stupid, ridiculously hard to kill it. What was that, metals? So here comes some Banes for Lurker. He's going to try to see how much damage he's going to be able to do to this army. The Banes are going to get in. They're going to try to do as much damage to these drones. The Spine finishes just in enough time. And Snoot saves his drones. I mean, he just pulls them up. He's going to oversaturate his base just a little bit. No big deal. Bane's coming in, doing a lot of damage. 2 drones drop. It's not that much, but 2 bases to 1. I mean, Lurker needs to get... He needs to... Oh. Lurker needs to make this work in order for him to move on. I mean, there's 4 queens here. I don't see him... I don't know what he's going to be able to do. I mean, there's 4 queens. He's not going to be able to break this unless he just throws all the Banes. But the queen gets transfused. And that's it. There's really nothing that Lurker's going to be able to do from this. I mean, there's 4 queens. He does able to snipe 1. But that's it. All Snoot has to do is just hold. He just has to continue to hold. And that's it. Lurker is going to be coming out with more lings. He really wants to try to get a good Bane hit and see what kind of damage he's going to be able to do to Snoot. He's going. It looks like what he's trying to do. He's trying to starve Snoot out, and eventually go into a base of his own. But it doesn't look like that's what he's like. It doesn't look like he's attempting to do it. He's just kind of baiting him out. I mean, just all Snoot has to do is just more queens on top of more queens. And there are Banes coming here, and there's a Bailey Nest coming down for Snoot as well. And I just think this is going to be it. I don't know what Lurker's going to be able to do from here. He's going to try to get a surround on his queens, but it's not going to do anything because what's going to happen? They're just going to transfuse each other. Bane's coming in, going to try to get some damage going on top of the queens. Hits the lings, which is great, but transfuses saves all the queens. God save the queen. And Snoot just has a crap ton of queens. And that's kind of it. I don't know what Lurker is going to be able to do after this. We do see they did go for his second base, which is great. But Lurker, or excuse me, Snoot, Snoot is just ahead of the game now. I mean, this Lurker is trying to hide his Ling so he could turn it into a Bane. That's obvious. This Queen's going to kill it here in a second. One more hit. No! Got it! yeah. Our Roach Warren is going to finish for Snoot here in the next few seconds. More gas is going down for Snoot. And if you look, I mean, it's great that Lurker is just finishing up, or just starting his lair now, but he's nowhere near as saturated as Snoot is. If you look at the worker count, it almost doubles. Army count almost doubles. Snoot's just going to start pumping out roaches like crazy now and just kind of punish Lurker for trying such a cheeky build. A couple links here was supposed to try to stop that drone from building that base, but they failed miserably on attempting that. Lurker's just trying to be annoying at this point. But this might save him. We do see that he's going for Spire, but I just don't think he has enough economy to make such a bold play, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off for him. Sorry, movie references. Roaches, Queens coming across the map. Ravagers coming across the map. More Roaches, more Queens. I mean, this is going to be a tough army for Lurker to deal with, and Lurker knows it's coming. He's got the Zalnaga Tower. And you see, just makes ton of spines from behind this. I mean, these roaches, what the roaches need to do, they need to get on top of this Queen. If they get this Queen and it's periodically snipe this spine, it's going to snipe this one. GG gets called, and Lurker knows that that was the game. And GG gets called, and Snoot takes it 2-0, moves on. That was super exciting. I'm super glad I was able to cast Snoot. That was absolutely amazing. I'm going to log over real quick. Sorry guys, I'm still going to be here, but I need to log over. Go back over to Americas. Makes me do the freaking authenticating. Oh my goodness. So annoying that it makes me do the authenticating. Even when I switch servers. Sorry about that, guys. I just didn't want you to see. Alright, guys, so let's see what's going on next. So, Snoop. Holy crap, that is a lot harder than I remember it being. Let's turn that off for now. Alright guys, so Snoot moves on to the semifinals. Leonlock and Dark. Are they still playing? Dark. Okay, so they're in game. And whoever wins that plays against Cuddlebear. I think it's going to be a Leonlock and Snoot finals. I'm not too sure, but we're about to see here in a second. I'll let you know once we get. Alright guys, I'm going to throw it to a break while I try to get this taken care of. Currently, if you guys do the I brackets, you guys will be able to see that Dark and Leenock are still playing in the quarterfinals, and then whoever wins that plays against Cuddle Bear in the semifinals, and whoever wins that plays against Snoot. So Snoot has a kind of a little break here, but we have the other caster casting those games, so let's kind of get a couple things going. So I'm just going to go on a quick break, as always, and yeah, guys, I will get back to you guys shortly. Oh, not report Twitch.
Sending the drone out, maybe he just wants to go.
what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, I'm pretty good. How you doing?
Hey, just chilling, just chilling. Waiting for these games
Cool.
to start and finish and all that.
How? Alright, let's see.
How were your guys' games? You were watching Leanock, yeah?
I was watching Snoot, and then I was watching Linux.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was pretty fun, but not too many people tuned in.
That's
That's alright.
last week or
I'm
2
kinda
weeks
good.
ago or whenever one of the guys I used to cast a long time ago hosted me, so I had like 300 people watching, but I haven't been able to hit that since.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
It's good times.
Yeah.
Yes.
You ever get this problem where if you tab out of StarCraft, try to tab back in, it's like a black screen for a while?
Yes. Anytime
Damn.
when you if you're on the loading screen and you tab, it like messes with your controls when you get into game. So I don't know if you ever had it where you jump into game and all your hotkeys don't work. It's because you alt tab. So to fix it, you just alt tab real quick again. I don't know why it does it. It's a
Yeah.
I don't know the reason.
Yeah. Oh well. Usually I just give it a minute. Sometimes it comes back for the black screen. But yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be Cuddle Bear and Leanock, yeah? Cuddle Bear's available, and then what's Leanock right now? Who's he playing under?
Lennox's name is
Sabu.
Yeah, Sabo something.
Yeah, Sabu.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, hopefully we get this up and running.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully my game comes back.
Huh.
Not really good to leave it at a black screen.
You can. I mean, you have time to alt tab or do you shift alt and get it taken care of.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as they don't start, it's all good. But,
Yeah, I'm not even invited to the game yet, so we're not.
Yeah.
It's always crazy when
Alright.
There we go. You good?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Let's try to get these games going. Make sure you have set up that for next time, guys, so you could add. Oh my goodness. Come on, guys. Oh. Have you had a chance to play the stick off yet?
Oh yeah. So it looks like Cuddle Bear's in the game. And Linux in the game, so they should be starting up.
Yeah, but they didn't invite.
I think they just made it.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I noticed that a while ago because it said like in game and I'm like, oh shit, wait, invite, and they're like, it's lobby, and I'm like, oh, I thought there was a thing that said lobby, but I never see that anymore, so I don't know. Pretty much.
Okie dokie. I'm ready. Cool. Alright, so this is going to be the semifinals. This is going to be the best of 3. Leanock. Simpa. So hopefully this should be good games.
Well, actually, I've already cast 2 series, and both of them were TVZs, so let's watch a TVZ.
Yeah. TVCs are a little bit more fun.
All right.
Cool. I'll let you.
In the top right is Lenok, the one and only.
And then spawning in the bottom left, the green Terran player from Marvel Gaming. It is Cuddle Bear. Oh, poor Cuddle Bear. You don't watch it with like any kind of mod or anything like that on like the observers or like you just watch it the default, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, they just updated the observing, the WCS 3.0. It's instead of being at 2.2 and it's now 3.0 and it's way better. It's so nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. But this can help because then you could kind of like pull up like a fast like units lost. You could kind of pull it up a lot easier than I could. So far, both players. Oh, you know what? Oh, it's not working. Oh, you know what? I don't know if it's gonna work with being on a Skype call. Never mind. I was gonna say the in-game sound. I forgot how to turn it on, but I forgot when you're on Skype, all the other sounds turn off.
Oh.
Lame. Hindsight. Well, so far no players doing anything special. We do see the gas going down from rival, so he's just going to throw out a couple of Reapers. It looks like nothing too fancy. Kind of playing defensively as well. Again, nothing too fancy from other player. It looks like it's going to be a nice, just easy series.
Good and standard.
Yeah, basically, I mean, it's just, regardless of the Reaper going to come out, it is scheduled or projected or queued, however you want, to go all the way across the map. There's going to be just enough time to get there. Lings and a Queen will be out, so the Reaper's not going to really do that much damage. And gas is just about to finish for Lenok to get that speed upgrade. So it looks like he's going to try to just have a lot of harassment with these speedlings.
Yeah, and Cuddle Bear going gas first, getting the factory down right afterwards. So might want to go into that Cyclone Hellbat style follow-up to this Reaper, as is the meta somewhat right now.
Yeah, with the 3.0 patch, I believe it was called, or the 3.0.6 patch, the Stukov patch, the Cyclone upgrade is just phenomenally good now. So we've been seeing Cyclones being used so often, especially against a Zerg player. But rival is playing. Cuddle Bear is playing against Lenok. He's not just the average Zerg player that you find on the map. So going that earlier build that everyone's kind of doing may not be the same as we see. As we say that we see another factory going down and 2 Hellions. So he might just try to be pumping out like a mass Hellion, try to get some run bys going or something, to get some kind of early game harassment coming down. We do see a reactor on the barracks finishing, so he's going to swap that with the factory. So it looks like he's just going to do double factories with reactors on it. Yeah, definitely the double Hellion Cyclone from the double reactor. And it's going to be a later starport because of this. But it's going to be quite a bit of aggression. We don't see an armory yet. So they might not turn into Hellbats, but there are the Cyclones coming out. The Hellions can. I mean, Hellions obviously are good against Lings, but most of the times with this style, usually you see them end up getting an armory and getting the armory and getting the Hellbats out to follow to aid this push. So we'll see. He's got the Roach Warren just now finishing. Just a couple speedlings. He's getting a +1 attack. This Lenok. And here comes the Cyclone side. 2 Cyclones are coming across the map with these Hellions. And like you said, the Roach Warrant is finished, so Roaches are going to start coming out here. But Lenok, I don't think, realizes how much units is actually coming back, or how much is coming to his base. But a lot of Queens coming in, transfers going down. Oh, I forgot there's a Reaper in there. Caused that explosion to go off. Where is the Reaper? He must have gotten it because.
Yeah, I think he got it. So no third yet for Leenock, but he's got quite a few roaches out, plenty enough to push this away. It would appear.
Yeah, as long as it stays on the creep.
Yeah.
2 more cyclones. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. The speed upgrade for Leenock is about to finish on the roaches, which is gonna be great. Yeah, I guess apparently Leenock won earlier today in the Go for StarCraft 2 Cup, and so someone was joking in chat asking if he takes any breaks. Holidays, man. He wants those $50. $50 add up. 2 or 3 tournaments. A couple $100 a month extra. Why not?
A Nidus Worm's going down for Leenock, and he does have Overseers out, so we'll see if he wants to put that. Yep, there it is. So he puts it right outside. I don't think that's quite Envision. That is not Envision. So he won't know about that until it shows up with the roaches in his face. Although he does have Cyclones. His Cyclones here, but I don't think that's going to be quite enough. Roaches and Queens popping out. They're spreading creep. The third base will not be stopped. The Cyclones come back from behind. Cyclones do not want to fight the roaches. Ravagers are in the making. The Nidus goes down, and this is surrounded.
Nidus goes down, like you said. Cyclones were focusing down the roaches, but there's just enough here to hold Leenock's aggression. If he was able to get another Nidus from down, he would be able to get more damage done. But this Cyclone's coming back definitely helped out a lot. But behind this, Leenock was able to successfully keep his third base, but he just hasn't been able to put any kind of minerals on it. So it's kind of keeping Cuddle Bear on 2 bases at the present moment. Another Nidus Worm is going down, but it's going to be completely out of vision of Cuddle Bear. Cuddle Bear is just moving. He's moving his army out. I don't think he realizes where it's at.
Does not even see it. And 15 SCVs did go down for Cuddle Bear there. And they're right in the main. So he's going to get a little bit of production here. He's going to get the reactors. More SCVs are going to go down.
No. I mean, this
7 more have gone down.
Yeah, this is just too much damage. I mean, there's technically 28 workers on that first base, which is great. But Leenock is just destroying the production line. He's just, killing all the factories. He's about to lose all his roaches. The Cyclones focus down the Nidus Worm, which is great, but these roaches kill it, and that's going to be GG. There's really, and GG gets caught, and Leenock takes the game number 1 in this best of 3. And that was kind of quick, as we were going to expect it to be, but, it is what it is. Give me 1 second. Where's it at? You don't have a Twitter, do you? Huh?
I do.
Oh.
I don't use it, but I do.
Oh, is it the one that Blood tagged you in earlier?
At SWTOR Astinio,
yep.
ASTINIO.
That's
That would be the one.
What was it again? Say it one more time.
SWTOR ASTINIO.
It's just gonna be easier doing it this. You just have you have it where like only certain people follow you. Only allow certain people to follow you.
I'm really not sure. I haven't worked with Twitter in a while. I'll try to get that up today.
There we go. All right. Cool. Yeah, no worries. I mean, it's fun. It's just kind of for these kind of things. Mm-hmm. It's all good.
Yeah.
So game number 1 goes to Leenock, and just a couple different Nidus Worms as you saw earlier. And we'll see if he get what Cuddle Bear does to change up his play to have a better maybe reaction time. As we saw, he was doing a very good job controlling it with the Cyclones. He almost had the win with the Cyclones, but he just kept getting pulled back because of the Nidus Worms, and it was just causing a lot of problems for Cuddle Bear. So we'll see what Cuddle Bear tries to do. This is a best of 3, and so he needs So Cuddlebear needs this win to stay in it. Did not get you the invites. Invite to game. There we go.
All right.
Okay, let's go. The mighty caboose. See, like right now, I have like 60 people watching, which is great.
Yeah.
Like I just don't know where they came from, and they don't follow me back, which I don't mind either way. I wish they would, because I stream a lot of these matches. All right, so let's get the best of 3. Nate, you want to do the first intros?
Yeah. In the top right is from Rival Gaming is Cuddlebear.
And spawning in the top left, up 1 in this best of 3 series. As I'm typing it to the wrong person, up 1 in this best of 3 series is the red Zerg player. It is Leenock. Or Leok. Leenock. Wow.
Yeah.
Leenock. And
So
of course,
going for the gas first again.
Yeah.
Is Cuddlebear. So maybe a similar style, or maybe he's just going for the Reapers.
Yeah, I mean, he almost won the last time with those Cyclones. I think if he was timed it a little bit better and sent him out just a little bit sooner and didn't have the Nidusworm, dealing with the Nidusworm, I think he could have done. I think he could have hold it. We did see him hold it the first time, but what happened is that he sent his army away, leaving room for that Nidusworm to come in again, and he just wasn't able to clean it up. So we'll see what he guys try to do this time. Like you said, he got the gas first, possibly going for a more increased Reaper rush, or just doing it for scouting purposes. We do not know. But like I said before, guys, this is going to be game number 2 of a best of 3. Winner of this faces Snoot. That is correct. The Team Liquid player Snoot in the finals of this last Open Cup of the year. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in and sticking with it so far. Reapers coming out for Cuddlebear. Again, nothing too out of the ordinary from either players.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it wants to be a similar style. As the rack's in position for the reactor, it's gonna throw down the factory right here. Right, out of no, that's another Rax. All right.
And Leenock sees it. Leenock moves his Overlord in the perfect position to see it, and goes, "Okay, Rax.
Probably that 2 Rax. Medevac Marine BN build.
Yeah, I mean, I was discussing it yesterday when I was casting for the Dust League guys. The cookcaster I was with saying that as of late turns, it's been doing these like massive doom drops, and since they kind of took away being able to pick up the tanks and siege modes, they kind of been replacing it with just mass. Like this mass drop, so it's been crazy so far. Sorry, people are freaking talking to me on Skype. And I was like, anyways, yeah. So more, and here's the factory. So whenever he's going to be pulling out of this factory, we do see a Marine coming out of this barracks, and what is that building? And STEM research as well. So is this going to be what, like Hellbats with Marines? I don't know. Are you the players? What warriors do you normally play?
Well, I play random. Yeah, I think this is just going to be the double medevac Marine build. With there's the starport, there's the reactor. So he's just going to try to get STEM, get a couple Marines out, a couple medevacs, and try to keep the creep down. Lots of banelings, 9 banelings morphing now.
Yeah.
So Leenock definitely wanting to be the aggressor of this. The double medevac Marine is supposed to be more for killing creep and pressuring the third. But with 9 banelings.
Yep. Here comes Baines, and all these Marines are kind of stuck here at this spot. He's going to get some good hits, but he's going to land right on top of that reactor and completely destroys the front of this base. And I don't think Cuddlebear is going to be able to save this. I mean, these Banes are going to come and land right on top of all the SUVs. More hits coming in. The Marines are doing a good job saving it. The SUVs trying to get this round on the Lings. They are going to save this up just a little bit, but I just don't know how much he's going to be able to hold this. I think Cuddlebear is going to lose it. Oh, crap.
More Lings coming in. With just 3 Marines left and 13 SCVs. I think...
Oh, well,
Hellions coming out.
Hellions are coming out, which is great. It's going to save it, but the problem is Cuddlebear is not mining from a second base, and Lenok has his second base up and running, so he was able to hold it. But the problem is now that there's a huge wall. There's nothing here stopping these speedlings from coming in. There's only 10 workers for Cuddlebear. I do not know what he thinks he's going to be able to do. Ling is going to come and get the surround off, going to go all the way up the ramp, but that's going to be it. These Hellions get the surround off. That's great, but Lings get it. And those Banes are going to go right into that mineral line. And here comes some big Bane hits. There goes all of the minerals. All of Cuddlebear's army or SUVs are completely destroyed. And that is game. Only thing that's really left is Cuddlebear to like micro like crazy. And just kind of show off.
Just 1 SCV left.
Yeah.
Well played. Good luck.
And
GG.
GG gets called. And Lenok takes game number 2 of the ESL Open Cup number 99 semifinals, meaning that we're going to have a Lenok versus Snoot finals, and I am so hyped for this. This is going to be unbelievable and absolutely crazy. I'm excited.
This is going to be the ZVZ of the century.
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna go cut to a quick break. FYI, I can't mute you, so I have no. So if you talk, it'll be on stream.
Okay.
Just FYI, but I'm gonna throw to a quick break so I go to the restroom. Oh, 1 second.
Cool. Yeah.
Throw on some music.
Oh, crap. They're ready.
Sophisticated apparatus. In every culture. The world of sophisticated apparatus. In every culture. The world of vision. In every culture.
Alright, I'm back. I'm back. Are you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Cool. Let's get it to. Snoot was messaging me in between. He's like, "Hey, you should totally throw your stream onto Team Liquid." I was like, "Yeah, I've never really enjoyed Team Liquid." And he's like, "Trust me, do it." And I was like, "Okay, I will next time." If Snoot's telling me to do something, man. I love how he's playing with his portrait too. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a troll. Alright, so best of 5. There you go. Okay, I'll let you do players. One of them.
Yeah. All right. In the bottom left, it is for Team Liquid. It is Snoot.
And spawning in the top right of Overgrowth is the blue Zerg player. It is Lenok.
Well, this will be the third ZVZ series today, and I do believe Snoot has won all of them. So let's see what he can do with this, and let's see what the build orders are.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to be pretty standard so far.
Yeah, thankfully with both of these players, I mean, since it is, like we said before, it's a best of 5, I think the cheesiness is going to come out if players get super far ahead or super far behind. For example, if Snoot takes it and it's 2-0, then I feel like that's when Lenok might either cheese, or that's when Snoot might either cheese, when there's like, it's one of those like where there's, you don't have much to lose or you have everything to lose, you might as well risk it for the biscuit, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of when I feel like the cheeses might come into play, just to kind of give you an upper hand. But generally with these first games, it's kind of just normal, and we see a mimic build from basically both players. Snoot going gas a little bit sooner than Lenok. Lenok doesn't look like he's attempting to go gas yet, so you might be waiting for a heavier, to go later and get a heavier roach count. But yeah, so far, nothing too out of the ordinary for either players.
Yeah, I think I saw this before, where Lenok goes for the 4 drones mining from his natural before the natural's finished. Gets later gas, and then if his opponent goes for the heavy ling pressure, then he walled off his whole natural, got extra queens, went up to 4 or maybe 6 queens, and then goes into the heavy roaches. So we'll see if he tries to go for a similar style this time.
Yeah, we saw earlier. I think you were watching one of other Linux games. We saw Dark versus Lurker, and they just went to these crazy roach plays, and they never really got into like any like tier 2 upgrades or anything. That's kind of stuck with like a tier 1+1 range upgrades, and it was just roaches versus roaches, and that was amazing plays, and it just got kind of caught. Dark got caught by Lurker, and Lurker ended up taking it, but it was just, I love me some roaches on roaches plays, man. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So we'll see if that's the route that either player takes. Both players is kind of playing on this defensive side. We do see the double gas going down quick for Lenok. Like you said before, it might be leaning into that roaches play or whatever. But Snoot really wants to take this third base, and Lino tried his best to stop him, but it looks like four lings wasn't enough to take out. And Lino and Snoot was able to get his third base start being built. Surprisingly enough, Leonok knows that Snoot went 3 bases, and just kind of looks like he's just decided he would rather go for the wall, go for the defensive instead of trying to take a third base. So it's kind of interesting. We do see the Roach Warren, 3 queens, and the Evolution Chairman making up this wall to kind of stop any sort of attacks that Snoot might be throwing down. But we just don't see any we don't really see anything from Snoot yet that kind of gives me an idea of what he's actually going to do. We do see the Roach Warren, but I don't see any roaches. I see a lair, but that's just about it.
Yeah, so it does look pretty similar from both. No Evo Chamber yet for Snoot, but the lair, the Roach Warren, the +1 coming down for Leonok, and no third base. So Leonok definitely looks like he's got an idea of a roach play.
Yeah, like you were mentioning, we do have the roaches coming out for Leonok, not to mention the range upgrade and the speed upgrade. So it looks like Snoot is he's not doing the Evolution Chamber. He's going to get roaches. He's going to try to do this without getting upgrades, which is going to cost him in the end. If Snoot can't get enough roaches to counter it, he's going to be facing Leonok's. And there we go. And we're just going to be facing Leonok's upgraded roaches. And from behind all this, Leonok is cheeky. He goes his third base to gold. And if he does that and he sticks on his gold base the entire match without Snoot seeing it, that's going to prove very costly for Snoot. As all of a sudden Leonok's going to have a huge upgrade. But it looks like this unit is actually going to go to. Is he going to see it though? The Zergling is walking right past it and doesn't see it. He doesn't even notice it at all. He just runs up to check the third. He has to know something's up.
Well, let's see. Yeah, so he goes past it and he doesn't see it. Or yeah, he doesn't see because he has the Overlord there, so he doesn't see that there's a third. But he hasn't looked around just yet to check additional options. So pretty soon he's gonna have to think that something's up, and so he's gonna check his gold. But Roach Speed's gonna be finishing up, +1 finishing up. Let's see how soon they start +2.
Yeah. So like I said, the +1 finished for Leonok's roaches. However, it's Snoot with the higher army count. So this is going to be enough to defeat this army, or is Snoot going to get completely destroyed by facing against a more upgraded army? Got more roaches coming out for Leonok, and Snoot's just kind of finding that good position. But with this creep spread and the Overlord, I mean, he's not going to really be sneaky about any of this.
So Snoot does not have Ling speed, so he tried to go up to see. I think he has an idea that this gold base is here because the roach is being there now and the creep spread, but he hasn't technically seen it yet. And just now, +1 missile attack for Snoot coming down, and +2 coming down for Leonok. So it's gonna be a upgrade disparity for a while.
Yeah, we do see one of Snoot's Overlords in the top left corner going, checking out what would be a third base or would be a fourth base, and he's kind of like, he has to know now. He goes, there's no way that he is on only 2 bases, so he has to know that third base is up, or at least starting to get up, and he's got to start thinking about maybe taking a fourth base of his own, taking the gold base of his own, doing something to try to get caught up into this, because he's, even though he was been on 3 bases longer, Snoot's kind of behind when you think about it, that Leonok has been able to sit on this gold base kind of uncontested and just pumping out roaches on top of roaches.
Yeah. Yeah, even with Snoot having the higher drone count and having the longer third base, he is down on economy, somewhat even, but and they're both going to be maxing out very soon here. With Leonok having the higher upgrades.
Yeah. And this Overseer is just right on top of Snoot's army this entire time. We do see Armin kind of get split up a little bit. He tries to run up the ramp, tries to get a better position. Corrosive Bile goes down, and here comes the army. But unfortunately for Snoot, this army is just more upgraded than his. Snoot's trying to do everything he can. Corrosive Bile laying on top of the Ravagers in the back. Snoot going down the ramp just a little bit more. And these roaches, the roaches are just kind of killing each other at the moment, but it looks like that the upgraded Leonok army is just kind of concaving a little bit better, and he looks like he's going to be able to take this, and Snoot is losing his entire army. He's facing against a super upgraded army, and they kind of wash out towards the end right there. I mean, they looked like that Leonok was doing good, but then Snoot kind of pulled ahead, but then they kind of washed out. They kind of evenly left at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, back even on roach supply. Snoot with more Ravagers, but the upgrade's still in favor of Leonok. And that Remax still at the moment in favor of Snoot. With our drones.
Leonok is trying to go and try to snipe this third base, but Snoot is here to stop him. There's another engagement. The Corrosive Biles goes down, tries to do everything they can to stop Leonok from advancing forward onto this base. But you see on the left-hand side that Leonok is sending in like a small patch of roaches to go up at the front and start destroying Snoot's economy. I mean, this is going to split Snoot up. Snoot has to realize that he's being baited out for that reason. More roaches coming in. Drones are trying to fight with this. Snoot's going to be losing a lot of drones. He's going to be able to stop this attack, which is great. But he's going to lose a lot of economy for this. He's lost 16 drones so far. And he's actually losing the roaches that he has at his base. I mean, I don't think he realizes that he's fighting against a super upgraded army, that he's just losing so much of that. 16 drones go down. But Snoot putting up the pressure on top of Leonok's army. Leonok's army is trying to bait out a little bit. Corrosive Bile goes down. He's going to land right on top of all these roaches. But Snoot's army is completely trapped. There's nowhere for him to go now. More reinforcements come in. And I think Snoot's going to pull away this battle as well. But it's 4 bases to 3, and one of those bases is gold for Leonok. Corrosive Bile landing on yourself, never a good thing.
Yeah, quite a few roaches for Leonok are in the red, and he's running out of roaches that are up here. You might be able to get the snap on this base if he can shoot that army away for long enough. Starts killing drones. Drones get pulled. Reinforcements coming in from Leonok, but reinforcements for Snoot. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so Snoot's definitely pulling away in this fight, but there is 13 roaches coming out. If Snoot GG gets called by Snoot, and just an amazing control from both players, but Snoot just icing him out just a little bit more with that roach play, showing that even though it was upgraded roaches, Snoot just has the better handling. So that was game number 1 of this best of 5, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the ESL Open Cup. Number 99. Holy smokes. 99. They should just do one next week and just call it 100 and make it 100. You still with me?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
No worries.
Alright.
Okie dokie here. Let's jump into game number 2 of this best of 5. Super excited. These games are so good. It's a lot of fun watching these guys play.
Yeah. So, is this still a best of 3 or is this a best of 5?
It's a best of 5 because it's the finals.
Okay. Alright. And spawning in the top right, Team Liquid, the Zerg player, it is Liquid Snoot.
And spawning in the bottom left is the blue Zerg player. Down a game of this best of 5, it is Leenock. And again, no cheese. It's kind of sad that we expected at this point. Like it's always ZVZ. There's gonna be cheese.
Oh yeah. Even in the late game, there's late game cheese.
Yeah.
In the mid game, there's mid game cheese. Well, I mean, this isn't a horrible map to lean cheese on, but probably not too favorable. Kind of a strange map. Definitely one of older maps.
Yep. This one is definitely from the Wings of Liberty stages of maps, and this was just gnarly. It used to be built way differently. Had rocks in way different spots. The ramp was a lot smaller. I mean, the first version of this map sucked. I mean, it's still not my favorite, but I mean, they changed it to make it work for Wings of Liberty, or actually, Legacy of the Void.
Yeah. So pretty mirror builds so far. Just to add you guys pool. We'll see where they want to go from there. Immediate saturation on that gas.
Yeah, these mirror builds are just absolutely incredible because it comes down to like actual skill and micro of each other. I mean, when you have pool that pops at the same time for both players and lings that come out and roaches and stuff like that. Even with the, like we saw with the higher, Leonok had the higher upgraded army that first time around, but Snoot was able to just control a lot better with the lesser upgraded army. It's just absolutely incredible how, you know, how much skill it takes to do that, to just be able to survive from that.
Yeah, absolutely. So both of them after, no, never mind. Leenock after getting speed stays on the gas. So let's see what he wants to do with that. Snoop pulls off the gas, leaves one on, but pulls off for now. So Snoot's gonna be a little bit more mineral heavy. But we'll see what Leenock wants to do with that gas. Most likely Banes.
Yep. Well, we do see Leonok going for that third base at the same time. I mean, these players are just so good that like they're about to get hatchery, third hatch at the same time. It's absolutely incredible how well they do it. Not to mention that both players had overlords right at that spot too to see it. It's just like, holy smokes! Can you get any better timing?
So Baneling Nest comes down for Snoot, and still only one on the gas for now. Nothing yet for Leenock.
I wonder if he thinks there's just going to be an attack.
The mind games.
Like, you know, his spidey sense. That he thinks lings are coming.
So Leenock does have quite a few lings in production. So he's going to go on the aggression, right? His speed is finishing for him. What am I going to come out? The Roach Horn just now going down.
And Snoot sees this. Snoot has his overlords in such great positions that he's going to see this massive amount of ling swell coming in. I mean, these are a lot of lings coming out. I mean, this looks like there's going to be about 15 lings total in this. He's going to go after Snoot's third base. I mean, that timing attack was perfect on it. I don't think Snoot's going to be able to defend this. I mean, there's only a queen here. There's a couple lings. These Banes need to be like the greatest Bane hits of all time to get any kind of good damage going on this. One goes down.
So good.
Yeah. So what? Second Bane does go down. They're going to focus down on that second queen. Second queen goes down. This third queen is about to drop as well. Snoot getting more and more lings out. Their Leenock is causing the cancel on the Banes, and I just don't know if Snoot's going to have enough to get out. It's both players have an amazing control right now, and this third base is going to drop for Snoot. Down.
And the follow-up for this is going to be roaches from Leenock. And Snoot does not have a Roach Horn just yet, so he'll be on Ling Bane. Also putting down the lair is Leenock. So +1 missiles coming out from Snoot.
That has to be a misclick.
No, yeah, no Roach Horn just yet.
Maybe he's just gonna go Mass Queen.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But if you see Snoot go with the counter himself, trying to go out to that third base, takes down the queen, and he's going to actually get these roaches down. Roaches are pretty strong unless you get surrounded by lings, which they are about to get. More lings are going to come in, just kind of dancing around. Oh, and
from Leenock.
Yep.
Gets 2 drones, almost gets a queen. That Bane gets a couple lings, but not too many. One more Bane left. It's not gonna get him. That queen did go down. The lair goes down for Snoot. Still no Roachhorn for Snoot. Okay, there's the Roachhorn just now for Snoot. Alright.
That's just a weird meta timing.
Yeah.
Get the upgrades before you get the units, so you don't have to worry about it later.
So rebuilding the third is Snoot, but that is going to put him quite a bit behind, not having that for as long as he did. And Leenock is going to lose this Overlord that's over the third. He sees that the third is done again.
Both players with super mind games, man. It's
Yeah.
absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Here comes the Lings to try to do a quick run by. They see that the hatchery's there, so they see this. Looks like Leonok is just going to try to keep it. There's 4 bases. This 4th base is this proxy hats and trying to do some work out of this. Snoot finally getting the roaches produced, but as we see here in the back left corner of Snoot's base, the Spire. Let's see what kind of damage Snoot's going to be able to do with that. This Overseer looks like... Oh, this Overseer looked like it was about to be in great position to fly right over the base.
Spire coming down from Snoot with the +2 attack roach speed for Snoot and the Spire all at the same time. +1 for Leenock, and his roach speed is done.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like we said before, last batch of Roach versus Roach, Leonok had the upgrade advantage, but Snoot was able to out-control him. Now it's going to be Snoot with the upgrade advantage, but look at this army count difference. I mean, Leonok just has double the amount of of this army right now. It's absolutely ridiculous how big his army is. We just see Bane's being morphed in right now. This third base is going to get attacked again, and we'll see if Snoot's going to be able to hold this base at all. Roach is coming out. Some Ravengers get a almost good Ravager hit off top of that. But
Behind this Hydra Den going down for Leenock, so that will be able to fight against the mutas, which 4 are coming out from Snoot. Only 4, but it is enough to shoo away a couple of roaches.
Or just do some damage to something.
Yeah, enough to scare them.
So, huge fight going down. Leonok is just pushing forward, just kind of poking at this third base of Snoot. Snoot needs to keep this base up. If he doesn't, it's going to spell problems for him. I mean, he needs to keep this up. He's so far behind. He's currently 3 bases to 4. And Leonok is getting pushed back. The mutas are here pushing as much damage as they can. And this army is going to get completely destroyed if they stay in it. Corrosive Bowels does go down, hitting a little bit of the roaches. More mutas are coming in, but now the Hydras are going to get produced by Leonok. Corrosive Bowel landing right on top of the mutas. Mutas dodging him out of the way as best they can. Trying to pick off the last little bit of these roaches, but he's not going to clear out much more before Leonok is going to be in the comfort of his base.
Queen's coming across to try to shoo away the rest of those mutas, but those Hydras are coming across. Burrow starts and then cancels. +2 attack and the Hydra speed for Leonok. And mostly just going to be sticking on roaches and Ravagers. Is Snoot, just a couple mutas just to make him switch into Hydras.
I mean, the mutas are going to give him great support, especially against fighting against the roaches and Ravagers. But the problem is that he's going to have with these mutas is they're not that many. He needs like a bigger ball of mutas to be able to kind of damage. We're going to see that there's going to be a queen here and a spore crawler. Spore crawler is going to be able to hold this off, no problem. He's going to do a little bit of damage, gets a couple drone kills. He's focusing down a spore crawler. It's going to stop it from being built. And it's actually going to cause Leonok to pull his entire army, and these mutas run right over the mutas, or Hydralist loses a couple mutas. And Snoot just trying to do as much damage as he can with these mutas. More mutas coming, flying over the spore crawlers, over the queens, and these mutas are about to get cleaned up. I mean, there's really nothing left for Snoot to do except to scout and maybe do.
They're gone.
But looks like Snoot's just going to keep with these Ravager play.
The Lurker Den coming down for Leenock, but the Burrow Roach is, the Burrow Roach is coming across from Snoot. So Spores are already in place now because of the mutas. So they will be detected if he wants to come across with them, but he will have the opportunity to use those Burrow Roaches for some counter attacking with Snoot.
Yeah,
We'll see how that works out.
Yeah, I mean, there's detection all over the map, so I can't imagine he's going to be able to get far. This concave, yeah, it's huge. That's definitely not a fight you want to go into.
Yeah.
But we do see the
splitting.
the armor upgrade for both players going down at the same time. But here's the army. It's going to be completely trapped. Oh, if he gets pushed, if he gets caught into this corner, he's going to be completely sandwiched. Snoot's going to come into the north side of this army. So both armies, he's going to completely trap Leenock is caught completely out of position, and he's going to get his own army completely destroyed. Hydra's doing a lot of support, but there's not enough tanky army left in this. And Snoot destroys Leenock's army, and Leenock is caught in such a bad position. But both players are kind of weak. And Snoot just kind of happy with his victory and kind of pushes the army back. That was such an amazing play. And I don't think Snoot realized that he got him in such a crazy position like that. I don't think Leenock realized that he just walked into a trap like that.
Yeah, that 7 lurkers coming down now. So he was able to get great corrosive biles because of that surround and just completely destroy it. So the lurkers coming out now. If the lurkers were there before, that would have been a little bit uglier of a surround, but lurkers coming out just now, and this is very Ravager heavy. Ravagers can bile the lurkers if they know where they are, but
yeah. So lurkers coming in, but they're going to be right on top of this. There's no detection for this army, and Snoot's army got completely shredded from those lurkers. Holy crap, they did so much damage. I don't think Snoot realized how much damage the is doing. There's a lot of overseers in the fight now, but that was a little too late, and Snoot's army got completely demolished. Here comes more lurkers from Leenock. Gonna come crop the map just to try to catch Snoot's army just out of position or something. Here comes a small little pack. It's kind of poking around, seeing what they're doing, but it looks like Leenock is going to the south side, going for Snoot's base right here to try to stop him from taking a 6th base, or 5th base, excuse me. But looks like he's going to be able to get that focus down, no problem. Snoot's just going to be forced to cancel. He does not want to fight this. There's going to be a sandwich coming in. If you look, Snoot's coming in from the south side again. Corrosive Bile landing on top of the lurkers. All the lurkers are dropping. There's still 2 left in this army. And Snoot pushes his army completely back. All lurkers are gone. Corrosive Bile landing on top of some of this Snoot's army. And Leenock's army is forced to push back yet again. And Snoot just barely holding on and gets his 4th base, excuse me, 5th base taken down. But his both players are just back and forth so much right now.
So Leenock loses 50 supply from that, but because of his bank, he immediately is able to remax. Both of them getting a hive going down. And, it looks like Snoot canceled his tunneling clause and is now getting that upgrade. +1 flyer attack from Snoot for that transition later. Burrow's now done, or Burrow tunneling clause is now done. And more lurkers coming from Leenock. And Leenock is pretty much instantly remaxed. Snoot is not. Snoot is still 160 supply. So this is going to be a lot tougher of a fight for him to take each time that Leenock is able to remax. He sees where the army is to Snoot.
That Roach was blending in so well. And he's going to lose his 5th base yet again. There's really nothing he's going to be able to do. I mean, the only thing he's going to try to do is kind of maybe surround him or trap him, kind of like what he did the first time, but that's kind of it. Conclave coming down the map. Of course, a battle landing on top of it, hitting the Hydras just a little bit, but there's just so much army with this. I do not know if Snoot's going to be able to hold this. He's going to push forward on top of this. Concave is not the greatest for Leenock. Leenock does not want to engage in that. He needs to push down a little bit more. He needs the support of the lurkers, but the lurkers, he's just trying to bait Snoot up this. Snoot's not going to play into that. He knows that there's lurkers. He knows what to do. This corrosive battle land on top of that lurkers. There's only a couple left in this fight. Snoot really just needs to control this army way better. He knows that there's overseers in this map. There it is. Trying to be sneaky.
Viper's coming out for each. The Greater Spire's on the way for Snoot. The Spire is just now coming out from Leenock. But Snoot is going to try to get into the Corruptor Brood and Viper territory. But I don't know if he's going to be able to hold on with this fight.
Yeah. He just needs to keep doing these engagements and just hold on a little bit longer. But the problem is the Lurkers are doing such a good job at keeping Snoot's army from destroying Leenock's army. Just needs to hold on a little bit more as the Corruptors come out, turning them into Broodlords. Broodlords coming out on this army would just devastate Leenock's army. Yes, there's a lot of Hydralisks, but there's just not enough. He needs way more support than what he's got. Like you said, he's remaxing again. He's got almost 2,000 minerals in the bank, almost 1,000 gas. Leenock can remax anytime he wants, so him losing units is not world ending, not like it is with Snoot. Snoot is just super far behind. He's kind of trapped in the circle, as we can see Leenock is taking bases behind this. Leenock currently has 4 mining bases. Well, I guess some are mined out. Never mind.
So the Vipers are all charged up now. 4 Broodlords are making from Snoot. He will be able to either abduct or blinding cloud some of these Lurkers if he wants to shove in.
Oh,
He's abducting
Ravagers.
1 Lurker and a Ravager. Ravager's not dead. Okay, I was dead.
Yep. And again, here comes the Broodlord. Going to just completely destroy the rest of Leenock's army. Leenock does not want this fight anymore. He just goes, okay, I'm done. As you can see that swelling over into Leenock's main base, he's getting his army resupplied again. Leenock's just letting his army go completely destroyed for the obvious reason he wants to free up that supply. And he's going to remax again with Ravagers and Roaches. And he's getting Broodlords himself. Now there's Corruptors, Vipers, and Broodlords all within this fight. Lurker gets pulled out from underground. I didn't realize that I'm burrowed. That kind of makes sense now that you think about it. So there's Brood Wars into this fight. I don't know if Leenock's going to be able to hold this. He needs to hold on just a little bit longer. He needs to get Corruptors out for Snoots. Broodlords, Corruptors are out for Leenock. Leenock is focusing down this Broodlords. The Broodlords are super expensive, but there's no Broodlords. There's no Broodlords for Snoot. I thought he had a bunch of Broodlords, or excuse me, Corruptors, but he doesn't. He's losing all his Broodlords right now.
Yeah, no anti-air. He had a couple Corruptors, but not nearly enough. A huge remax with Corruptors. The Hydra's just now coming out from Snoot, but it is way too late for that. All the Broods have gone down, and he is losing
But
a lot of them.
Snoot's ground army is huge. I mean, that's right. That's Leenock remaxes Corruptors, but he lost his entire ground army. The only thing that's left is Corruptors and Broodlords, which is going to be bad for Snoot because it's only ground. But if Snoot could remax and just start bullying his way through and just start taking out these extra bases, Snoot could start seeing himself as the advantage. But currently, just the only thing that Leenock has going for him right now is going to burrow these roaches. But there's so many overseers, I don't think it's going to work.
Snoot had vision of that 5th base, but he didn't want to go up there just yet. He did have a little bit of an army advantage there, so he could have tried to go for that. He's sending a Burrow Roach to get the Zelnaga Tower. But with no detection at that 5th base, I definitely think he could do a pretty big Burrow Roach counterattack to that.
Yeah. Right now, both players it's crazy. Snoot, at one point, Leenock was super had all the money in the world, but now if you look, he's mined out. He's actually only mining from 2 bases. Well, 1 main base, this top left one, and he's still building that one. So I mean, if Snoot could somehow keep Leenock broke like this, I think Snoot's going to pull it away very quickly. Snoot's taking a 6th base behind this. I mean, this map is so small, you really don't have room to take many bases. Here comes like an assassination squad. They might counter each other or encounter each other. Vipers are here. Blinding Cloud or Corrupt, and there's a lot of Broodlords. Vipers are getting caught by other Vipers, and Snoot's army has to completely pull back. That's all the Vipers for Snoot. Here comes the problem, though. Snoot's about to lose his 6th base.
So Snoot can't fight those Broods, but he does have a huge army advantage, a huge supply advantage. But with that tech, the Lurkers, the Broods, and the Vipers, it's going to be a lot harder for Snoot to take that fight, even with the supply advantage.
Yep, and here comes the ground army of Leenock going after Snoot's 5th base. Snoot, there's going to be a lot of problem if he doesn't get this base saved. Oh, here comes the counter. Huge. The ground army of Snoot coming in from the north side is going to completely destroy Leenock's brand new base. At the same time, we see Hydras versus Roaches on the bottom near Snoot's base. Both armies is going to be completely destroyed. Snoot's losing his base. Same time, Leenock's losing one of his bases. If Leenock loses this top base where all these drones went up to, Leenock will be broke. He will have no more mining. But at the same time, Snoot is forced to retreat, forced to go back. And here we go. Leenock is about to lose all his drones and all the bases, or at least all his mining bases. Leenock is broke. Leenock only has 700 minerals, and that's all he's going to be able to do. He's not going to be able to mine anywhere else now. Oh my goodness. It's like a weird base trade, but not. I mean, if anything,
50 drones.
Snoot needs to try to base trade or do something. I mean, he needs to just finish it.
Yeah.
Because what's happening is that Leenock is so far into Snoot's base that with these Broodlords, it's going to take him so long to get back. Like, he's not going to have enough time to get back to save his bases.
Leenock finds Snoot's hidden building base. Snoot cancels it and saves that money.
Yep.
He needs a base.
Well, I
There's
mean,
one at the bottom.
they left the bases up, but the one with the minerals, the one here on the bottom, is kind of what's going to be saving Snoot. But Snoot...
Drones get caught.
But here comes the rest of Leenock's army. Leenock's army is coming to destroy Snoot. If Snoot could get up the ramp and start taking out this base right here, I mean, he could do a lot of damage. But right now, look at the last little bit of Snoot's armies is just trying to run away as quick as they can. The Broodlords are catching up to him. He thinks this is the last base. He's going to try to snipe it. Oh, he doesn't want to risk it. And Snoot's just running away at the moment. He's completely broke himself. But Leenock's not going to be able to recover from this. I don't think he has any drones. He's only got 2 hatcheries. And Snoot just needs to fight or do something. Corrosive Bow is going down on top of the Hydralisk. But the Broodlords, that's what's saving Leenock at the moment. 3 Corruptors are going to come out for Snoot, but that's not going to be enough. There's so many Broodlords in it, and there's so many Corruptors. And GG gets called, and Leenock takes game number 2. Holy smokes, man. That was intense.
Wow. That was a crazy game.
Yeah.
23 minutes of holy moly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snoot definitely had a pretty big advantage there for a minute, but Leenock with a very professional looking game. Leenock did very well there. Do we get right into the next one, or do we take?
We'll see what they want to do, but yeah, hopefully.
I think, yeah, it looks like they're starting to bet.
Nice.
Alright. Here we go.
Base trade. So that was only game number 2, man. We got a best of 5. So crazy. Both players, like you said before, it looks like Snoot had the advantage, but unfortunately kind of got lost with that. I think Snoot could have won that in a base trade format if he just sacrificed his entire units and just sniped his hatcheries and his ran, just try to kill all the buildings. I think he could have done it, but you know, doesn't matter.
Yeah, and he might not have realized quite how many drones he killed, because Leenock was so low on drones after that.
So,
Oh dear.
Yep. Yeah, you can do the first one.
And so in the top left, Leenock is already going for a cheese.
Nice. And spawning in the bottom right is our blue Zerg player from Team Liquid. It is Snoot. Snoot, like I was saying before, when I was able to cast him, I got to go last year BlizzCon. I got to hang out with them and go get food with them, and he's really funny. The guy has a lot of jokes. He's like a one-liner joke kind of guy. It's really surprising.
Yeah.
So we do see the cheese, like you're saying, coming from Leanock. He's going to go gas. So it looks like either he's going to go speed Ling or go into a Bailey nest. But either way, Snoot is not prepared.
Yeah, Snoot going for that hatch first. Not throwing down a gas just yet. 6 Lings coming out from Leanock. The pool going down for Snoot. No gas just yet. But either way, it is going to be the hatch. Pool gas. There's the gas. So, very economic from Snoot.
Yeah, unfortunately, 8 Lings are coming across the map.
Soon to be more. So
Yeah.
the speed does start.
Yeah,
No Baneling nest just yet.
but
We'll go into the Overlord. So Snoot will see it.
So yeah, Snoot sees it now, so he's got to do something. He's got to do something drastic. Either he's got to make the choice of canceling his second base to get that extra minerals, or something.
He's got to pull drones to help defend it.
Yep. Queen gets built.
Anyway.
Couple Lings coming out. If he wants to save it, he needs to save it now, but I don't think he's going to try.
He
Leanock
pulls
is.
off the gas. Does Snoot, and he does pull the drones, so he's going to try to defend it. He pulls off the gas, so he's not. He's going for the Baneling nest.
Yeah. He might have saved it. Snoot coming out with Lings as well. Drones are fighting into this, but Snoot doing such a good job controlling. You only lose 1 Ling in this, and Leanock is just trying to do damage. He's trying to just cripple Snoot, trying to take that base, but he gets saved. And Snoot did such a good job saving a couple Queens coming out now. The only thing that Leanock has going right now is going to do. He's got 4 Banes going to try to come in now. It's going to turn into this Bane fight that we saw earlier, and soon who has the better control. I give it to Snoot at the moment, but you just don't know what they're going to do. Speed upgrade finishes for Leanock, and so Snoot knows. He's just like, okay, you're gonna have my base.
Yes, seeing the gas, he knows that there's no base follow-up from Leanock, so he will go for the wall. A little bit.
Oh,
huge
Bane. 2 Banes take out half of Leanock's army. The only problem is there's still 4 Banes in this army.
So the Queens can shoo away Banes pretty well, but all of the Lings just got killed from Leanock. So he's going to have to throw down his hatch.
Yeah. And whatever fight that Leanock thought he was going to do, it gets taken away with a couple good Bane hits. But it's still, Snoot is he's doing okay. He's got the 16 workers. He's kind of fully saturated, no big deal. He's got a lot of gas saved up, which is great. And so he's just rebuilding his base, so that's basically on the same thing now. So a couple of Snoot's Banes coming out, just trying to scout around a little, make sure that they're not doing anything cheeky or cheesy. These Banes from Leanock are just going to go over in the corner, and maybe he's going to turn this Overlord into a Bane drop, which we haven't seen yet this series. At least I haven't seen yet this series. Yep, it looks like that's what they're going to do. Overlord's going to come in. Changing into the transfer. I mean, this is going to be huge. If Snoot does not see it, he's going to be in a world of trouble. And here he comes, the Overlord. I'm about to drop it. If you check out Snoot's vision, Snoot does not see it, and it's going to be way too late by the time he sees it. And here comes the Banes. Banes are going to come in. They're going to try to split. Snoot does not see. He's going to lose all his drones. He's got 4 drones so far. I mean, it's such good splits. This Ling going to come in trying to finish off a little. He's going to get 5 drones out of it. Holy smokes. I mean, that was a good hit.
Wow. Yeah, definitely great crisis management from Snoot. Only losing 5 drones for 4 Banes is a great scenario.
Yeah.
They're coming out from both, but a little bit faster from Snoot. And the Roach Horn coming down as well. So it looks like it's going to be that Roach +1 from each, and then the Roach speed most likely from each.
Well,
for now.
But we don't see the Roaches. Oh, there's the Roach Horn. Oh, no, it got canceled.
Yeah, he thought about it.
He's got the +1 range going. There it is. Nope.
Oh,
Yep, there it is. Oh, okay. But it's just interesting. Both players are trying to stay on this like these two bases. You know, is this?
Snoot looking to take the third.
Oh, the Lings are just being super annoying.
Oh. Okay, he starts. He starts his up. Lenog not quite his yet. And as soon as Lenog starts it, which it looks like he wants to now, it will be spotted by Snoot. Put that overlord. He starts it up.
I'd say creep block him, creep block. Oh wait.
Yeah.
But you know, speed's about to finish for the roaches for Snoot. The +1 range is going to finish for Snoot. All these things are finishing up for Snoot. So I mean, Snoot's going to have the advantage, but he needs to use the advantage. Last time, unfortunately, for Snoot, he had the advantage a couple times, but just wasn't able to use it. I mean, this is kind of annoying. A couple links coming in with the Overseer just clearing out creep trimmers. It's super annoying. A couple Banes hit on top of those lings, but here's a lot of roaches coming out for Snoot now.
Yeah, everything a little bit faster from Snoot. His +1 is his roach speed, his third. All he is just a little bit faster, and his supply's a little bit up. So we'll see if it pays off for him. We'll see if he can hit a timing with it. +2 starts immediately for both of them. Third base starting to get saturated from Snoot. Starts up some gas.
Nothing too extreme yet. Both players are going into the tier 2 range upgrades. I mean, it's kind of interesting that Snoot had the advantage for a long time, you know, but now they're kind of back on being even.
Well, supply is just evening out. Upgrade advantage is the same, or yeah, upgrades are the same. Leonok coming across. A little bit surprising. He's clearing some creep. But he's gonna notice that they are pretty equal. So might not want to take this. Just clear some creep. The tunneling clause comes out from Leonok. No burrow just yet, but hopefully start that up in just a minute.
maybe just doing this up because he wants the roaches to look cool.
Yeah.
There's the burrow. Yep.
Alright.
These queens are trying to take out this Overseer so bad.
Yeah.
And Spain upgrade. Interesting choice for Leonok to get the speed upgrade for the Banes.
Yeah. A little bit, yeah, strange. We'll see what he wants to do with that.
Maybe he's just gonna try to doom drop more.
Yeah. You'd think he'd want overload speed too, but I guess we'll see. Banes can sometimes be helpful in roach battles, kind of.
It's good to weaken them, maybe, or I think it's more of a harassment. But there's a huge fight coming down in the middle. Leonok and Snoot both throwing down corrosive biles. I mean, at the same, both of these armies completely even. So I mean, it's just about who has the better micro. Snoot coming in for the right hand side, trying to concave this army. Does such a good job. He's going to split it here right up the middle. Snoot just pushing forward, and if he gets it split up the middle, it's going to spell bad news for Leonok. Leonok does not want to give up that middle position. Now he's stuck at his third base, and he's not going to be able to stop Snoot from going into his natural. If Snoot goes into that natural, he's just going to be able to just do so much damage. He's going to focus down the Roach Warren, take out a couple queens at the process, and GG gets called, and Snoot takes it 2-1. And that is how you do it. Just all about positioning.
Yeah. Well, yeah, huge army supply lead there for when he pushed. Surprising, actually, because they were pretty even, but then when he came across, then it was basically 200 maxed out for Snoot, just about 150 from Leonok. So somehow pulling away a huge amount of roaches. And now it will be 2-1.
Yes.
Snoot at any given point, 1 game away, and Leenock will need to win 2 in a row.
Yeah, it's not that absurd to say that he could win 2 in a row. I mean, we did see him destroy. Well, I don't want to say destroyed Snoot, but he did take game number 2 pretty convincingly. So it's just kind of, it's the pressure's on him to do well, and this way, like I said before, we might see like a different kind of cheese or maybe the cheese again. But it really didn't pay off for Leenock to do that cheese, as we saw that Snoot was just able to defend it perfectly, a couple good bane hits, and then just completely destroyed with the roaches. There you go, perfect, cool. So you're going to be jumping to game number 3, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
Alright guys, so like I said before, this is going to be game number 3 of this best of 5 for the North American Open Cup, number 99. It's the last one of the year, and of course, what a great way to send off the year by having Leenock versus Snoot, and of course Snoot representing his own little portrait, such the troll as Snoot.
Yeah.
Crap.
Alright. So, in the bottom right, playing Zerg, and for Team Liquid, it is Snoot, and not cheesing.
And
On this 4-person map.
Dang, I hit the wrong button and like 3 menus popped up and I didn't know how to take it off. What? Alright. So we have Snoots here spawning in the bottom right, like you said before, not cheesing, no player cheesing. And then we have Leenock with this funky teal color. Blends in with the map better, maybe.
Both going hatch first. No cheese on this 4-person map. Going for the quick gas is Snoot. And is not Leenock. Started it and cancelled it. Puts down the pool, does Snoot, but Leenock goes for another hatch.
Oh, that is bold. I wonder if he's going to cancel that based on positioning when he sees that Snoot is in the bottom right.
That would be unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, it's so now Snoot's going to see it, and Leenock is obviously going to notice that Snoot's going to see it. So it's just going to be very interesting what he's going to do with these 3 hatch. So bold to do 3 hatch before a pool. I mean, he had to be very convinced that Snoot wasn't going to cheese him, and Snoot really isn't this cheesing type, but that was so bold. We'll see if it pays off.
Yeah, so if this Overlord comes up to see it, then we should see a huge swell of lings come from Snoot. But it's not quite going in the right direction. It's close.
Oh, if you go on vision, he's looking at the path that normally lings would run by or whatever, but he's just barely going to miss it. He's just at the angle that he's just going to fly right. I don't think he's going to see it. Like, you cannot make this up how close. Oh, he sees it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so he does seize it, so now he's like, okay, lings for days. That's all he's going to produce right now is lings. He knows that there's no way that Leenock is ahead. There's no way that Leenock is going to be able to defend this. Baneling Nest is going to come down for Leenock, but speed is about to finish for Snoot, and Snoot's going to just punish Leenock for doing this build. And we'll see what kind of damage Snoot's going to be able to do. Leenock doesn't have that much in the sense of units out. He's got a couple. I don't even think he's got lings out. But he's got 2.
He has 2 lings out, but he's droning up a little bit behind this because Snoot is hiding the lings, and he's gonna make some banes. So he's gonna make him drone up and think that Snoot hasn't seen this yet. But Snoot, knowing exactly what's going on, he's gonna make lots of lings, and his speed is done. His banelings are on the way.
Oh, and Leenock's got
super out of position.
Yeah, Leenock has to see this and has to know that this is game. There's really not much he's going to be able to do. Yes, Leenock has banes of his own, of his own, but they're up here at the main base. Where are these Banes? They're there. They're coming in from the right-hand side. This Bane, I mean, Snoot's just going to run to this base. And there we go. He's going to try to do as much damage as he can into this army. Snoot's Bane could just go turn around. And here goes drone kills. What? No drone kills. Drone kills. 5 drone kills on top of this. Bane's landing on top of the drones of Leonok. Didn't get that good of hits on top of it. He's going to go all the way down. He's going to try to catch him. What are they doing? Leonok's Bane's chasing him around. More Banes.
Oh. Almost could have got 5 of them right there.
Yeah.
Only 7 have gone down so far, and with 3 hatches being out, definitely needs to get more. 11 in the Bane. Ling's coming out to the 3rd, but there are already Lings there. Kills those.
I mean,
some drone kills.
Snoot's still attacking behind this. He's still trying to do as much damage as he can. These are the last little bit of Lings left for Leonok. Leonok only has 8 that's going to be able to come out. He's got a Bane that's coming out, which is great. He's got 2 Banes here. Sacrificial Bane. Oh, you almost don't see the Bane and with the tree coverage. It takes out another Bane, but here's the secret Bane. And I think that's going to be it. Leonok doesn't have much to be able to defend against this. I mean, here comes another Bane. Trying to do as much damage as they can. Here comes the Lings to try to attack the Banes. And GG gets called and Snoot takes it. Game number 3. And so Snoot is your victor in this best of 5 series, and he takes the ESL Cup number 99, the last one of the year. What a great, amazing play from both players. That was freaking awesome.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah. So that was it, ladies and gentlemen, for the ESL Cup. I believe that was the last Open Cup of the year. So we'll see you guys in 2017. Make sure you stay tuned because we will be hosting a special Christmas stream, Christmas Cup, towards the end of the year. We're going to let everyone off. We're going to let everyone have Christmas off and all that, but we'll be back next weekend for a Christmas Cup. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And of course, as always, thank you guys for tuning in. And thank you, of course, for casting with me. I appreciate that. That was fun.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was pretty much my first real tournament casting.
Nice.
I got to cast Puck a while ago, but this is my first real one, so that was awesome.
Nice. Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Cool, man. All right. Well, I'm gonna drop the call, and you have yourself a good night. All right.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for casting with me. So, see you later.
Thanks again, man. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm going to throw on some music. I'm going to throw on a little slide at the end. You guys have yourself a wonderful evening. And who do I want to host? Jon Snow is playing.
What? You can